And Niti ma'am, I'll join my breakout room. You can also join. Shukrit is there in the main room. He will be guiding other teachers as well.
Yeah, sure, Pratima.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Good morning and welcome once again to the adult demo observation. And this will be a little, different because half of you are there, half of you are here. So I just wish today you might get a chance to get, a little acquainted with each other. So I will be creating breakout rooms in the second half also, small breakout rooms where three people will be in one single room. Okay. Great. So there are still 20 unassigned participants. Let them join and then we shall start. By that time, I'll just share my screen and do not worry about the video assignments and all those things. I will be taking you through that. Video assignment should be done by today. Today is the deadline. And the rest you have to do the mock. I will be telling you what you have to do by today. Okay. So how many are there in my session? My session has 29, no? Okay. It will be wonderful, teachers, if you switch on your cameras. I usually have a habit of, going through the names so that I also know you. When you join Planet Spark, we also can have a very good cordial relationship. Okay. Yes, Yuvraj.
Actually, my video is getting a little bit of problem due to bad weather here. So
Mhm.
in between the connection is getting hampered. So
Okay.
please.
No worries, no worries. That is okay. If it is getting disrupted because of some reason, I can understand. Yes, Anika,
Hello, how are you?
I'm great.
Actually, I did my video assignment yesterday.
Okay.
I completed it. I watched the 1 hour and 48 minutes video. Then I did the assignment. I just wanted to know by when shall I get the score?
The score of the video assignment?
Yes.
I think you must
I
have
mean,
got it then and there itself.
no, I didn't. Although the quizzes I did, I got the score immediately after that only.
Yes.
But of the video score, I haven't received the score yet because I submitted the Google form and it was successfully submitted.
So probably it will come together with the mock. It might be
Okay, okay.
possible.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Basically, I was a bit confused because usually whenever I give my quizzes now, I receive the score immediately.
Mhm.
That is why.
No worries. It will be submitted and your the video assessment is submitted. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Harinder, you had a question.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, mock submission will be up to 7 p.m. in the evening today.
Not the mock submission. It's the video course assessment. Point number F, the first one.
Okay.
The first one, not the mock.
And when will we have to submit the mock evaluation, like mock 1, 2, 3?
Today I will be discussing the deadlines of the mock.
Okay, okay. And by 7 p.m. today, we have to submit?
Not 7 p.m., 12 a.m. Like in the night. End of the
Okay.
day means till 12 in the midnight it is valid.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
F
Yes?
1. Okay, ma'am, it's okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
I understood. Thank you.
Yes. Himadri,
Yes, hello ma'am, good morning.
good morning.
Yes, I have a question.
Mhm.
And whether this teacher's handbook we will get through email or through WhatsApp because it is unavailable after the class.
Please don't wait.
gets over.
Please don't wait. It is not unavailable after the class. You can bookmark it.
Okay.
You can keep it in your WhatsApp. You can keep it anywhere.
All right then, ma'am.
Right.
Yesterday I tried, but it got disappeared. So I was asking you whether I could be downloaded.
I'll just show you once. This is, where is my, so this is my teacher's handbook. If I open my Google Chrome page, this is how it shows. Can you see here?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Notion, all this is the teacher's handbook. I've already bookmarked it over here. If you
All
want to
right.
open YouTube, how do you bookmark things? You just click on this.
No, I have.
Yeah,
have
yeah.
got it.
Just how you make a bookmark. You make a bookmark in your Google Chrome.
All
It
right,
might have gone to the all bookmarks portion. Sometimes it happens that it goes to the all bookmarks. So just check
Yeah.
here also. Okay.
Okay, then fine. All right.
Yes. Okay, no worries, Priya. That is okay. If you are not able to, that's fine. I just wanted to have a conversation with you all. Aksa, today it will be like this only because we are in the breakout rooms and the main room is being handled by the team. So that is why it will be like this only. You will be only able to send messages to me. Okay. Konkana, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, how are our attendance marked? Like, are they marked through those attendance forms?
Yes, absolutely.
And ma'am, what about the video session in that you told? Is it possible that if we do it by little late, is it okay by today?
Yes. You can do it at any time. Today at any time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just lowering down your hand. We'll take your questions. Yes, Gyanendra, you have a question?
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Mhm.
Ma'am, that video assignment, I haven't got the link
We
for that.
will discuss about the video assignment today. So don't worry. Anyways, during the training session, you won't be able to do, no? So after the training session, you will be doing. So as of now, in the training session, let's start the training with the
Yes,
adult
ma'am.
one. And video course assessment, I'll tell you. Today, at any point of time, you can do it. Okay? And if you
Yes,
have any question, we'll take it.
okay, thank you, ma'am.
Great. So day 2, we are going to observe an adult and junior class. So some are already there in the junior demo observation class, I should say room. And we are in the adult demo room. And after that, we'll be having a break. We'll all come back to the main room and then we will start the art of giving feedback. Then we will be discussing about the mock evaluations and video course assessment also. Okay, so any questions will be taken at that point of time. Let's start. So here, there is nothing new. Again, the same thing. We are going to observe an adult demo session and we will be identifying enabling teachers' actions. In the last session also, yesterday's session, this is what we were doing. We divided our notes into 3 different categories. How the teacher, what is the body language of the teacher? What is the voice modulation that she is using? And what are the instructions and the words or the sentences used by the teacher to build relationship with the child as well as the parent, right? And at the end of the session, we will be doing mastering the skill of giving evidence-based feedback. Okay, art of giving feedback. Now, as we all know, we are 2 types. Okay, 1 second, Himadri. Yes, we have 2 types of grown-up demo session. One is the ones who come for basic English course, and second one is for the presentation skills. Now, today the demo session that we are going to view is the presentation skills ones. Okay, so again, there are 5 parts. Just look at this slide and tell me what are the parts which are different from the senior demo? Is there any difference between the senior demo and the adult demo?
Context setting, PSK, unlock columns.
Unlock homes.
Okay. So I think, okay, presentation is different. Creating presentation is different. Okay, fine. The games, oh yes, game is different. Finding showcase. Final showcase is same. Not finding showcase, it's final showcase, and final showcase, there also there is a final showcase, here also there is a final showcase. Creating presentation is different because earlier we had writing speech and here we have creating presentation. The game is different. Yes. Point number 3 and 4 is different. Okay. Fine. So let's move on to the first part, and that is context setting. Do you remember what did we do in the context setting? We set expectations of having both the parents, having a laptop. We welcome the participant or the student or the learner to the class. We welcome him or her, and we take an introduction from him. We give our introduction to him, and that is how, and we share the norms of the class. These are the 3 things, 4 things that we do in the context setting. So similarly, here also, same thing is happening. So let's see. Okay, so there was a problem in playing the video. Sorry. Again.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, hi Ishita.
Is it audible? Yes. Okay, great.
I'm good. How are you?
Hello, hi Priyas. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Hi Ishita. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I think we'd spoken on phone also earlier, right? Like, I'm so glad that you could take out time for the session
Yeah,
today.
sure.
Priyas, I see you have joined from your phone. So before we begin, can I please request you to actually join from a laptop device?
Actually, my brother is using my laptop, so I don't have a laptop. We have only one laptop at home,
Oh,
so
okay,
I'll be able to join with mobile.
got it. Is your brother attending any meeting or call from your laptop?
I'll have to check, but I don't think he'll be giving me laptop anytime soon.
Oh, okay. Would it be okay if you can just go and check? Actually, it would be so much better if we do the class on the laptop, because there would be a lot of slides that I would be showing you, and you'll have to read these slides aloud. We will be sort of preparing for a presentation, so there would be a lot of work involved. And overall, also, like all our classes would also be on a laptop, so you'll be able to experience it better. So don't worry, I'm waiting only. Maybe you can just go and check that whether your brother would be able to give you laptop right now or not. So yeah.
I'll just go and check, but I'm sure he won't give it right away. It will
Okay.
take some time.
Oh,
I'll still go and check with him once.
sure. And don't worry, if we need to reschedule, we can reschedule also. Do not worry. But I would definitely would want you to join from a laptop. Don't worry. Go
Okay.
take a minute. Go and check. And like I'll wait for you. Don't worry.
Sure. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're back.
Hi Ishita.
Yes. Hi, Priyas.
Yes. So sorry, but the fact is I checked with my brother. He's not on a call or something, but the
Okay.
battery of the laptop is so dead, and I
Okay.
don't have charging near me anyway. It's okay with phone. I am fine with the phone. Let's do it on the call itself.
Okay. So it's okay. You can also move to some other place. See, like again, I'll share that why am I asking? I know you would be like, why is Ishita asking you again and again to join from a laptop? But it would be just a better experience for you. And whenever we are going to check for any service or a product, you always want to see and get the best experience of the same, right? So I do not want that like due to just from being from a phone that our experience should be hampered in any way. So if you could just like go to the other room where there is a charging point, do not worry, I'll wait for you. You can take easily 2 to 3 minutes set up for yourself. I'm here only. Yeah.
Okay, let me sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's okay. You can drop off from your phone and then join again.
Got it. Sure.
Thank you. All right. Priyas, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Just a second.
Oh, okay. I could just see the virtual background. That's why. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I know it might have been a bit of trouble, but I'm sure I can promise you then, you would have a great experience also now. You'll be able to make the most of this session. Yeah.
Sure.
It just helps to be on the bigger screen. I can also see you properly. You'll be able to see the slides properly and, read out properly. So yeah, great.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so allow me to start sharing my screen. Are we all set up? All good? Have you connected your laptop with the charger?
Yes, I have like arranged somewhere.
Okay, amazing. Thank you. Great. Okay. So yes, so this was something that we have already done, that we always want our learners to join from laptop because the demo's experience is best. The experience is best from a laptop device. And yeah, I hope that you have a quiet environment around you, less no distractions, so that you can focus completely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yes, so welcome Priyas. Welcome officially to your first Planet Spark class about delivering a stellar presentation. Okay, so Priyas, what do you think a stellar presentation means?
I have no idea.
Okay. What do you think the word presentation is about? Like, have you heard about presentations or given any presentations in the past?
I have given presentations. I know about presentations.
Mhm.
Whenever you are willing to deliver an idea to someone in a much more graphical sense, or in a sense that everyone can understand easily, that is something that is a presentation.
Perfect. Absolutely correct, Priyas. And what do you think the word stellar means?
Well structured, maybe. I'm just venturing a guess. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay, no worries. So yes, so it definitely means something that is really, really good, right? Like something that is amazing. So today, my promise to you is that towards the end of this class, you will be able to deliver a stellar presentation. That means a remarkably well structured and really good presentation on a topic that you will be choosing. Okay.
Got it.
So that's why we are here today. And let me quickly introduce myself. I know I have shared a bit about myself over the phone call, but let me just quickly introduce a bit more. So my name is Ishita, and I'm going to be your learning buddy. Okay, so we are going to, of course, I'm your friend, a friend who is going to help you learn, or we together, both of us would be learning. And I've also transformed. Sorry, yes, Priyas, you were saying something?
I'm just saying, okay, I'm just nodding.
Okay. All right. And I have transformed around 20 individuals on Planet Spark platform alone into leaders by making them confident communicators. Other than that, I have also been an educator for around 7 years now. I have taught adults, I have taught students across different contexts, helping them achieve their personal goals and everything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to, yes, thank you. And I'm really looking forward to this experience with you. So now that you know a little bit about me, I would want you to also, share a bit about yourself. Right now, I do know that you are working at a company and you have a little bit of work experience, but it would be helpful if you can tell me a bit more. And can you see my screen?
I can.
You can, right? So there are some few sentences over here. You can also use these sentences to give your introduction.
Got it.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Good. I'll start. So my name is Prayas Bhavalkar. Currently, I'm working as a program associate at Growth School.
Okay.
It's a startup based out of Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
We deal mostly in upskilling, like very similar what Planet Spark does.
Mm-hmm.
But we have like a technical sense to upskilling people
Okay.
into the growth or marketing or something like those verticals.
Okay.
I have around almost 2 rounds of experience,
Mm-hmm.
2 years of experience,
Okay.
and I wish to pursue my career forward as a growth leader in that where I'm contributing to the revenue growth or customer base growth of the company. Be it like product led or marketing led. That is something that I wish to aspire to be.
Amazing.
In my free time, I like to I like cycling a lot. I listen to music. I play various instruments, so that is something I do. I like reading fictional books.
Amazing.
So that is something that I do in my free time.
Okay.
And being an engineer, I feel like I have a natural sense of problem solving, so that is something I do a lot. I play chess. I like solving puzzles and stuff. That is something I do.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Priyas, for sharing all of that. So you're already working at your dream company. It looks like you're working at Growth School, and you said you want like something in your career that where you can lead product overall and contribute to revenue growth. That's amazing. Okay. And you've mentioned that you can solve a lot of puzzles.
I can, yes.
Amazing. Have you like solved Rubik's Cube?
I do. I have around like 6 sets at my home, so I do that.
Oh wow, I love solving Rubik Cube, you know. But unfortunately, I've never been able to set any record. I always take my own time to solve the Rubik Cube and everything. So maybe something that I can learn from you about solving puzzles.
Sure.
Great. So Priyas, tell me what brings you here? Like what made you, like register for this class? What are you looking forward to that can help you achieve your career goal?
Got it. So for the past few months or so, I have been going through lots of interviews, right? And given the fact that I am at a stage in my career where getting to the right path is very necessary. And in that sense, I guess when you're able to communicate your craft very well to the interviewer, that helps a lot. So
Got
over
it.
my interviews, I've had some rejections as well. And I when I introspected, I went through my recordings of the interviews. I saw that communication is a factor that I can much improve upon, so that I can whatever I have done so far, whatever I aspire to be, whatever my skills is that is something that I present well to the communicate well to the interviewer.
Right.
So that is something that brings me to Planet Spark, the communication skill part.
Got it. Understood. So I totally agree to that. Like the moment we are able to communicate ourselves better in front of others, especially in these setups, interview setups, right? It's so important because you have just say sometimes 30 minutes of time or 45 minutes of time, and we have to show to the other person, to the interviewer, that hey, we are worth, or we can really do well at this role or in this job or something.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's true. Amazing, great. So I really like that, you're
I'm sorry, this is moving constantly. So this was the introduction part. Now, I would just like to ask you what exactly happened over here. In this particular introduction, what did the teacher do differently as compared to the child's demo? What was different in this video? Yes, Priya, what do you think was different?
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, the different was during child demo. We try to talk to him, and we don't actually ask him that how it is you have come here, or what are you that you have come here. And here in the adult demo, we need to understand why the person is here with us and what he really expects from us. That is the difference, I think.
Right. Okay. So the targeted questions you are saying, the kind of questions that we ask a learner in an adult demo is more targeted, and as compared to a child's demo, it's very different, more mature
Different.
and more brainstorming questions we ask here. Okay.
Yes.
What about the teacher's actions? Yes, Priyanka.
Teachers' actions are also quite mature. Like we don't try to get into what a person is thinking, because it's quite mature. So whenever he is answering, we are completely focused on what he's answering, and we try to be more like a friend than like a teacher there.
Okay. Thank you, Priya. Priyanka, yes, you were about to say something.
Yes, I was saying that the body language of the teacher was very much different than the young kids one, the senior demo. She tried to be very happy, energetic, and to attract the, child's attention every time, because we need constant attention from senior kid. But in adults one, we noticed that she was in a very relaxed way. She was talking, she was maintaining proper pauses and listening to what the adult wants and what are his views about why he is trying to join the session and why does he want to join the session.
Wonderful. Okay, great. So another question for all of you, you can write in the chat section. What did the teacher do when the learner kept saying that he cannot join from laptop? You can write in. What did the teacher do when the learner kept saying that he cannot join from laptop? insisted to join on laptop and gave him time for it. Absolutely. She kept saying, it's okay, I will wait. She gave her multiple options. She tried to persuade him. She gave logical reasons. Okay, very good. She stressed the necessity of laptop for smooth viewing and smooth experience. She also said in between that when you go, to have a product or a service, you always would like to have the best experience of it. And that is what I also want for you. Before taking the classes, I would want you to have the best experience of it. She persisted very politely about switching to laptop so that he could experience the activities better. And then she also said that, so probably now it's like comfortable for you as well as me. She was giving valid reason for him to join from a laptop. Okay, logical reasons, and okay, fine. Okay. So two things here, very important. First thing, what did the teacher do differently from the senior demo? First thing, her body language was very, very different. In a child's demo or in a senior demo, the body language of the teacher is more energetic, more enthusiasm is required, and lots of hand gestures and facial expressions are required. But and voice modulation also, you need a lot of change in tonality in case of a child's demo. But for an adult demo, I think we need to match up to the vibe of the learner because he's an adult, and we need to understand the mood and the tone of the adult as well. We cannot talk in a very chirpy or very happy manner, and we cannot also talk in a very sad manner, isn't it? So it should not be very low, it should not be very high. So the modulation has to be perfect, where we empathize the kind of mood the learner is in, right? So in the beginning, you must have seen the learner was very, very hesitant. He was a little, not very happy also because the teacher insisted him to join from the laptop. And he was like a little, disappointed. But then he also, slowly and steadily, you will also view that the learner he realized why the teacher said so. Okay, great. So coming back to the point, what I asked you was, what did the teacher do when the learner kept on saying that he won't be able to join from the laptop? She explained the purpose, that is for a better experience, visibility of slides. She gave options for doing it at some other time if the laptop is not at all available. And she gave time to the learner by reiterating, it's okay, take your time, no worries. Clear? Second part we have already done of this context setting, that is the setting of expectation, delivering a stellar presentation, having an introduction, knowing more about the person. So we will directly go to the third part. So two parts we have done. First is the context setting, that is setting of the expectations, laptop, not both the parents, only the laptop. Do you think in the adult demo we need both the parents?
No.
No, right? Okay. So we don't need both the parents over here. We just need the learner, and we need to make sure that he has joined from a laptop and he is joining from a quiet environment. That's it. These are the two things that we need to ensure. Second, welcoming to the class, introduction that we have, and try to share some personal experiences. Try to make sure that the introduction goes well. You start building rapport with the learner right there in the introduction part, right? Because that is what is very crucial in the initial stages.
For this entire class, Riyaz, there are two norms that I would want you to keep in mind
This
at
is
all
the
times.
third video where the teacher has to share the norms of the class and the rest of the things.
Okay. Can you please read out the first one on the left side?
Speak up, ask, share.
Yes. What do you think this means?
I need to speak a lot in these sessions. It's not just you telling things.
Correct. Absolutely. Yes. So I would want you to, speak up. This is not at all a teacher-led session, I would say. This is the place where we will be having a lot of interaction, right? Especially you mentioned about interviews, and today in these times, interviews have also turned into conversation. Yeah. So
True.
I would want you to ask questions wherever you have not understood, or maybe you are just curious about learning something new, right? And also share wherever you feel that you already know something. Please do go ahead and share. Okay, you can keep yourself off mute at all times. Only two of us are there in the class, so there's no need to even put yourself on mute. You can just share whenever an idea is coming to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And can
Can
you
you give me one quick second? I'll just adjust my laptop a bit.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Should I begin?
Yeah,
Should
thank
I begin? Okay. Okay. So the second norm, could you please read that as well?
High energy, use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Correct. Yes. So I know it's quite late at night, and I'm sure like you're working, so you would have a hectic day as well. But to make the best of this class, I would want you to be highly energetic, okay, at all times. And how we can do that is the more we use our hands, like, when I'm speaking, I'm using my hands to show some gestures. Use your complete face. So give your expressions using your face, your eyes, and your active voice. Okay, that's how we'll be energetic today. Yeah?
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And another thing to remember, whenever you feel you have understood something, you can hear me properly, there would be some videos that we will be playing. Just give me a thumbs up. And if you feel you have not understood what I'm trying to say, you have a question or anything, you can show me a thumbs down. I'll understand that.
Right. So this was the third part of the context setting,
For
where the
this
teacher,
entire class.
sorry, yes, where the teacher shares the norms of the class with the child, with the learner, and a sharing of the norms. I think it was there in the senior demo also. So this is same in the adult demo. You need to share the norms and tell him that it is going to be a very interactive session, and it's not going to be like a teacher-led session where teacher is only going to speak and give instructions. Okay. Now let us move to the second part, that is introduction to PS skills. Now, what do you think introduction to PS skills would contain? Remember anything from senior demo? It's very similar. What was the second part in the senior demo? Public speaking. What are PS skills? Okay, those things were there, but there was a very interesting ethos, pathos, logos. No, Shuprajyoti, it was there in the writing of the speech. 5 pillars of public speaking. No. There was a game, emotional request game. How could you forget that? How could you forget that? So this is also going to have the same game activity. Okay.
As I was telling you in the beginning, right, that today I will be teaching you easiest way to deliver a convincing presentation, a presentation where, if you want to convince an audience to hear your idea, or to get to, or just, get excited about what you want to say, then that's what we'll be learning today. And in just 3 steps. Yeah. Are you excited to learn these 3 steps? Okay. I can
That's the first.
Yes, I can see you smiling, and I feel like definitely we can go ahead then. So yes, so I think we are not going to have a monotonous class over here. Okay, we are going to do a lot of activities, and this is how all our classes are also designed. So let's start with the first activity. Okay, all right. So can you read out the name of this game or activity?
Let us play emotional request.
Emotional request, and there are some images on the right hand side. What do you think this game could be about?
Maybe understanding expressions.
Yes.
Finding clues through the expressions.
Okay, very close. Yes, so definitely it's about something to do with your expressions, what kind of faces do we make and everything. Let me give you further instructions.
Okay.
So I will be showing you certain sentence or a statement. Okay, and then there will be an emotion also listed there. You have to speak the sentence using that emotion. And while you do that, what are we going to do? Can you read the second instruction, please?
Use your hands, face, and voice to show that emotion. Got it.
Yeah, so if you use your hands, your face, your voice to show that emotion. Okay. All right. Let me do one example. Okay, I'll share one example and then you can do the rest. So this is the statement, and I have to speak this in happy emotion. Okay. Statement is, I have been stuck in traffic for past 5 hours. Okay. All right, so I'll share first. I have been stuck in traffic for last 5 hours. Okay, so what do you think? Was I too happy about being stuck in traffic?
Yeah. It's like you love being stuck in traffic.
Exactly. So you see what we are doing here? We have to
Got it.
use
Yeah.
all of our face, our hands, our voice to express that emotion. Okay?
Got it.
So you ready for your sentence? Next
Yeah.
sentence?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Sad emotion.
Okay. Hooray! I finally got promoted in my job.
Well done. Nice. I could see you using your hand, covering your face, and just like lowering your voice, that grave, dull voice. Very nice. All right. Ready for more?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I just love relaxing by the beach.
This was so much better than the previous one, Prayas. It's like, making that fist, clenching your jaw. That's really nice. Well done. Anyone would believe that, yes, you are so angry about just relaxing by the beach.
I actually hate beaches, so I guess that's
Oh,
natural.
so it was natural. Okay. Amazing. Okay, next one. Confused, emotion.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will definitely eat Chinese for dinner today.
Nice. And you saw what we did here, right? There's a definitely, but we are also confused. But I really like how you
Yeah.
make that gesture and also make that sound of that adds on the effect, right? So very good. Well done, Prayas. That was definitely an emotional performance. Yeah. You were able to display different kinds of emotion, be it sad, or angry, and the confused one. So well done.
So this was the first part. That is what I was asking you. That is, what is the most interesting part of the PS skills, right? In the demo. First is the emotional request game, isn't it? So the first thing you did was, I can see some hands coming up. Okay, I'll take the questions a little later, okay? So introduction to PS skills, start with the activity, tell the learner what we are going to do in this activity. And the second part is where you debrief the activity. What do you debrief about the activity? You tell the learner. So what do you learn from this activity? From this activity, we now realize that words, more than the words, the body language and the voice modulation matter the most, isn't it? There is an iceberg example over here. So if you can see the iceberg this much over the sea or the ocean, and the iceberg would be probably this much inside the ocean. I can't show it to you. Okay, in the camera, it's not visible. So that's how you explain body language to them, isn't it? So let's see.
And I think what did you learn from this activity? Before I share, I would want you to share that, what stood out from this activity to you?
I guess, like given the fact that the statements were very like opposite from what the emotion was. So I guess like the fact like what we learn is like if it was a natural sentence, that is very natural, like comes naturally. What I guess I learned is like even whatever the sentence is, you can dwell it in a particular emotion that you do.
Exactly. And what do you think the person who's going to watch you, especially let's say the example of angry statement that you said, right? Like I love relaxing by the beach, the way you said it. The one listening to you, would that person focus on your words or more on your expressions?
I guess more on expressions.
Yes, exactly, Prayas. Thank you so much for sharing that. And this is exactly what is today's Spark tip, Spark confidence tip. So the language that we are speaking, right? If you refer to this image over here, that's just the tip of it, right? Tip of the iceberg. But if we want to really convey our message to someone, in that case, what we need is our entire verbal language as well as the non-verbal language, which is actually our body language, right?
Got
and what all did you use in your body language? You use your hands, your face, and even your eyes.
Eyes, right.
You also use your teeth, in fact. You were like sort of, it's like you were pressing your
Clenching my teeth, right.
clenching your jaw, yeah? So yeah, that's how you just showed your body language. And yeah, that conveys your confidence, your belief in your point, and also adds depth to your message. Yeah.
Got it.
Now a question for you. I know you have sort of shared a bit about this initially when you shared why you are here, but I would want to ask you in general, why do you think these skills or that body language, confidence using an effective voice are important skills to have or to learn?
I guess the fact is, like, in today's world, there's lots of competition. Only the technical skills or the work experience that you do is not like almost everyone has similar work experience, similar good education. That is very common nowadays. What sets you apart is how well is someone able to convince the person who is listening to you, or maybe make him understand that yes, you are something that is worth putting in. So
Absolutely.
that is something that brings confidence in your speech, very important.
Perfect.
So yes, this was the second part of introduction to PS skills. Here you debrief the activity and you ask for learner's opinion, right? So here, what was the question the instructor asked at the end? So that the learner becomes more confident. Yes, she asked the importance of PS skills. Why these skills are so important, right? Okay. Anything else? What did you learn or think about the skills? Absolutely. Why do you think these skills are important? Yes. So let the learner think over it, ponder upon it, and then realize why we are speaking and why we are doing. I know every learner, when he's an adult learner, when he joins and we are doing this, I am stuck in the traffic for 5 hours, he will think, what are we doing exactly, right? So make them understand and realize the importance of body language, isn't it? That in the presentation also, we will be using our body language and our voice modulation, and it is a very, very integral part of our public speaking. Personal skills are important nowadays. Yes, absolutely. She asked, why do you think PS skills are important? Yes, public speaking skills are important. Perfect. And she also explained with the iceberg example, what is body language and why is it so important? Great. Let's move on to the third part, and that is unlock homes. Now, unlike the this one in the senior demo, there was third part was the speech delivery. We showed OVR's speech. Remember OVR Singh's speech, and then we showed 1 second. Yeah, we showed OVR's speech, the soil speech, and then we asked the learner to read the speech. We gave the script. And the hand gestures were given, like, making a fist when you are talking about soil, using your hand gestures and speaking in your voice modulation. That was the part in the third one. Here, it's a little different. Unlock homes. Can you guess something? What is unlock homes? Sherlock Holmes? Okay. Okay, mystery solving probably, right? Riddles? Okay, fine. So there is a game where a statement is given and you have to find out the evidences, the correct evidences. Let's see. Treasure hunt. Okay. Okay, let's see what is there.
Now this game is called Unlock Holmes. Where do you think this game is coming from? Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, correct. Who's a detective, right? So
Right.
you will now be also a detective. Can you wear your detective hat? Let's just make our detective hat. Come on.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So now you're wearing your detective hat. Okay. And what we have to do is, here are the instructions. Can you please read out the 2 points under instructions?
Okay. You will given a statement.
You will be given, sorry about that. You will be given a statement. Yeah.
Okay. Find the best proof to support the statement. Got it.
Yeah. So there would be one statement, and then I'll give you 3 options as its proof. And you have to find the best proof that supports that statement. All right.
Got it.
Yeah. Let's try. So, yes. So the first statement is employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. So let me do this as an example for you. Okay. Of how I'm thinking, and then you can do the next one. So, okay. So saying that employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. Now the option 1 says, I want this policy because who doesn't like sleeping? Okay, not really a good proof. A good point, but not really a good proof. Then second option, I think sleeping should be encouraged since it helps people in dreaming, and a person who can dream big can achieve bigger heights. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see the third one.
I really like your prompts though.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, let's look at the third one.
Yeah.
According to a 2015 study in the Journal of Psychology and Psychiatry, sleep could directly impact the behavior of an individual, including memory, cognition, and performance. Okay, well, now that sounds something like a well-researched evidence. So what I will choose the option 3. Do you agree with me or disagree with me?
I guess I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, and why do you
But like
think?
still, what I feel is like that is a general sleep. Like it is something that is researched for sleep. I don't know how that is related very well to why should you get paid for sleeping in the office. That's
Interesting.
something
Very
I'm
good
still
point.
not.
Good point, actually. So maybe if we could have added more details or some point around sleeping in office particularly,
Office,
that would have been a best proof
Yeah.
evidence.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Priyas, for that. Like, I think I can take that feedback and discuss it with my team as well. Thank you. But yeah, like I think among the 3 options, option 3 right now is the best suited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's how we are going to play this game, right? So now I'm going to show you 2 sentences, and for each you'll be doing the same activity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. Okay. So yes, we have done this one.
Right. So this was the
Now
first part of the game, and you do the like you start the game, you conduct the activity, and you give one example. And what was the one thing that she did to make sure that the learner has understood? What was the question asked? What instructions were given to the learner? She asked for his opinion. Exactly. At the end, she could have just said that third option is the correct option. She could have moved on. But she did not do so. She asked for the learner's opinion. Do you agree? Do you not? Do you disagree? Learner gave his opinion also, that I think it's mostly related with sleep, not why they should be paid for it. Yes, absolutely. For his opinion, at least give that opportunity to the learner to share his opinion about whether he's agreeing with the option or not and why, so that he realizes, he understands, and he knows the fact that the next time if we are going to choose a particular evidence, he looks for a more factual and documented evidence. Who doesn't like sleeping? Yes, Aksa, I wish. And she agreed to his opinion when he gave his point of view on the question. Yes, exactly. Accepting, there might be certain things where, you really need to take the positive feedback from the learners as well, right? So probably their insights might also help us. So we should always be open to taking the feedback positively. Absolutely. Okay. So yes, it should be more sort of a conversation instead of being an instructional way. This is the second part of Unlock Homes. Let's watch.
A 2-day
1 second.
work week should be made mandatory in corporates.
Yes. And yes, these are your 3 options. You can maybe take a
Can I
minute.
read this in my mind itself?
Sure. Yes, please take a minute, read these, and then tell me which one do you think would be the best evidence.
I guess option 2 is the correct one.
Okay. And what makes you say that? Why do you think so?
It has some factual information. It seems like it's a research-based outcome.
Absolutely. You are absolutely correct, Priyas. Very good. So yes, you're definitely good at solving puzzles. You have unlocked homes. And yes, you're right. Why this is the best evidence? Because it has a factual evidence, right? Like 40% increase in productivity. And it's a well-researched point. They took a sample data from Microsoft Japan's offices, and that's when they did the entire study and then gave this factual evidence. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would want you to now, remember this activity. Because we'll be using this further when you'll be making your own presentation. Okay, so let's keep this activity in mind. But yes, I have to say that was really a rational performance. You helped me out in solving my first state.
Right. So this was the last part of the activity where the student performed and she debriefed the activity as well. Part 4 that is creating the present. Any question till here? Any question? Like, do we get teacher's notes along with the slides for taking a class? Teacher's notes. Yes, Aisha. This question was asked to me by one more trainee. No, you don't have, because the PPTs that has been made, it's a PDF copy. If it was a Google slide or a Canva slide, probably that might have been a possibility. Okay. And moreover, the creator of the slide has already logged it. Even if it was a Canva slide, like in the junior one, you will find there is a Canva slide. Okay. So the Canva slide, it would be possible if you copy it. Okay. You have to copy it, create a copy, and then you can add some notes there. Yes, you can do that. Okay. Any other question? Yes, Shomo. Yes, please go ahead.
There are two issues. One is, okay, the first one first. Now, in this case, what we found was the learner actually chose the right options. Okay. So the teacher actually had to guide him through, praised him, everything. Now, what happens if the learner chooses the wrong answer? For example, this Japanese 40% productivity increases if the work week is. So if he chooses another, so without contradicting him, how does the teacher help him to arrive at because these are adults, these are not children. So we should be very careful at how we trade. So how do we solve that problem if they choose the wrong answer?
You guide them. Like, for example, I'll show you one.
Yeah,
Let
please.
me share the PPT once. Say, for example, this is your PPT, and we go on the unlock homes part. So say, for example, Shomo, I'm talking about you only. Say, for example, I showed this one. A 2-day work week should be made mandatory in corporates. This is the one I show. And you chose the second option, that is Microsoft Japan offices trialed a 2-day work week and saw a whopping 40% increase in productivity. That's the correct option only.
Yeah.
That's the correct option.
Yeah. But if he chooses option 3, I want this policy.
Say, for example, he chooses the third one. I want this policy because if I spend all my time earning, when will I get the time to live a luxurious life?
Correct.
He might choose it. Then you show him this page. Okay. And tell them, oh, option number 3 is not the correct one. Option 2 is the correct one. Now you tell me, why is option 2 the correct one, correct answer? Let him.
Vis-a-vis the option 3 that you chose.
Yes. Put the ball on his court and let him answer why this option is correct. Why were you wrong at the first place? You don't tell him that you are wrong.
No. We don't have to contradict him. The only thing is we have to guide him through. At the same time, I think we get an opportunity to talk with him more.
Yes, absolutely. So just tell him that, okay, let's see what the answer is. Okay. When he says option number 3, just go to the next slide and tell him, okay, let's see what the answer is. Oh, the answer is option 2.
Okay. And why do you think that is the correct option?
You ask him, why do you think option 2 is the correct one?
The correct answer.
Speak. If he does not speak the correct thing, then you speak it for him. Now, the first one you have already done as an example for him. You have already told him that this is the correct option because this is the best evidence. This is a factual and documented information. Now, do you find any kind of factual or documented information in the third one? No, right? So if you are, if you are the Sherlock Holmes, would you find anything which does not have a documented evidence? Would you go for something which is just an opinion or a feeling, emotion-based answer?
And Sherlock always went for documented,
Yes.
Okay, understood.
Absolutely. And the second question, sir?
No, the second question was a very, maybe the participants here, many of them or most of them are younger than me. So I am a bit technologically challenged when it comes to certain points, not everywhere. Why can't I see the chats of other ones? Why can't every chat that I'm sending is going to do.
Today is okay. Okay, fine. I'll do that for you. No, I can't do it because we are not in the main. When we go to the main room, then you will be able to see.
Okay, that is, I thought it was my problem. I think that's not my issue. That solves my issues. Thank you. Let us continue.
It's okay. No worries. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, coming back to my slide. So coming to the fourth part of our demo. I hope that till the third part, nobody has a problem. We discussed two things. Always ask for the learner's opinion and ask him whether you agree to this answer. Always do the first activity. In the activity, there are 3 questions. Out of those 3 questions, first question, you do it yourself. Show the learner this is how it has to be done so that he gets an example. Okay. And some of the learners are like very smart. They will get the point in the first time itself. But some of the learners might make mistakes that, no, I think option 1 is correct or option 3 is correct. In those cases, as I said, just guide him through and ask him that, why do you think this is the correct answer? Okay. Show them the correct answer and then ask. Second, what was the last thing I was telling? Yes. So there should be some question that you need to ask so that it will help you as a teacher to understand that the learner has understood the particular thing. Okay. So do not show the slide at the first time. Try to ask the learner, why has he chosen option number 3? So like, for example, I was talking to Shomo. I told him that if the learner by mistake, he chooses the option number 3, ask him why. Okay, why did you choose option number 3 and why not 1 or 2? Okay. So he will give you some reason behind it, isn't it? A learner can always reason. So if he gives the reason, then you ask him, think like a Sherlock Holmes and think like a detective. Would you choose this evidence as, say, for example, there has been a crime scene and you would go for a non-factual and non-documented evidence. Would you do that? No, right? So that is something you have to make him think and then show him the answer and then say, why do you think that this answer is correct? Then he will be able to answer. If he's still not able to answer, you give the answer. Okay. Okay. Creating presentation. Let's start.
To a point where, we will be, I had made you a promise, right? So we will be learning how to make deliver a convincing presentation just in 3 steps. Now for that, of course, we need a topic, right? So these are the 2 topics in front of you. The left one says, companies should go back to work from office. And the right one says, work from home is the future of work. Which one would you want to choose?
I guess the first one, companies should go back to work from office.
First one, are you also working from office?
Yes, I will.
Oh, that's why. Okay. So you would not want to continue to work from home?
I don't think so. It's like very boring at home.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. So great. So you have chosen your topic. You are opting for companies should go back to work from office. Now, the 3 steps that I was talking about are that, first we build out the introduction of the presentation. Second, we work on the body of the presentation. And third, we work on the conclusion part. Yeah. So these are the 3 steps. And we are going to work on each step here for your topic, which is that companies should go back to work from office. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I just got a question from Yuvraj that won't it be contradictory as the adult might be adamant on their opinion? Even if they choose another opinion, see, the factual evidences cannot be fought, right? An opinion cannot fight a factual evidence. A factual evidence can only be fought with a factual evidence, right? Like in the first case, the learner said that I don't know why this is related to the payment that should be given for sleeping. But yes, this is good for backing up or justifying why sleep is good at work, right? So that is what opinions there might differ, but it won't be a absolute clash that no, opinion 1 is absolutely fine. I would prefer this. If you are preferring this, then you are not giving a stellar presentation. That is what we need to subtly, we have to convey them. If you choose option number 1, Say, for example, in option number 1, it was written that this policy, I want this policy, a 2-day work week policy, because I want to spend, time with my family. Your boss will say, okay, go stay with your family. No need to come to the office. Please stay. I'm not going to pay you for, staying, spending time with your family, right? So you need to, if you want to persuade someone, I think I did this. I said this same thing yesterday. If you really want to persuade someone, if you really want to convince someone, influencing can only happen if you have proper reason. Now, if I start saying the sky is blue and I can't prove it, or sky is red, sorry, if I can't prove it, that doesn't, you will never be able to convince anyone that the sky has turned red. Nobody will listen. The earth is round. Now we know it. There was a time when it was said to be flat. Until and unless there were no reason given, nobody believed on the fact, right? So everything needs a proper logical reason. If you have a reason behind the option that you have chosen, or the option that is correct, you have a proper logical reason, you know that this is an evidence. What is an evidence? Evidence is something which is a fact, and it cannot be held as something which is false, right? So proper reasoning, exemplification, justification is something that is going to make you stronger than the learner. Am I correct? So there was a question, I remember, in the first day training or second day training, why are we making slot confirmation call? Why are we doing this? We are not from the sales team. Because we are the teachers. We are not calling them to sell the course. We are calling them to confirm that they will be there at that time or not. You call everybody before your birthday, whether you are, so you are invited, will you be coming? I will wait for you. You don't say, will you be coming? I'll wait for you, you say, isn't it? My plate should not get wasted, right? I am not going to waste my plate on you. So these are certain things that you need to be a little, you have to use your tricks, your decisions, your judgment calls, and then you have to handle the situation. Yes, there are still flat earthers. Okay, great. Coming back to our presentation, and this was the part where creating the presentation was introduced, right? How to create a presentation. So she introduced the parts of the presentation. What were the parts of the presentation? Introduction, body, and conclusion. These are the 3 parts. Now, every part you will see there is an activity and explanation. Activity, explanation, and of course, Madhavan's video. Okay. I hope you all know who is R. Madhavan. So we'll get a chance to see him as well. Okay, let's start. So this is the first part where we try to introduce the first part of creating presentation, and that is the introduction part. So the introduction part has 2 things. If you have gone through the adult demo PPT, introduction part has 2 parts. One is the hook statement and another one is the thesis. Hook statement is something that grabs attention. Thesis statement is the main point of your topic, correct? So let's play.
Make a really good introduction using a fun game, okay? So you'll be given a topic on the next slide, and I would want you to select the introduction that grabs your attention or hooks your attention, okay? So let's see. Okay, so yeah. So can you read out the first sentence, please?
Communication skills are important to succeed in life.
And these are the 3 options. I would want you to read aloud all the 3 options, please. And then we'll think that which one is the best introduction, best hook for us.
You want me to read them aloud? Or can I read it in my mind?
Read them aloud, please. Yeah. Thank you.
So good morning, everyone. Presentation on the topic, importance of communication skills.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a secret weapon that top managers and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and in life? Yes, it is. And the other one is communication is the ability to convey information to others in a clear and concise manner. Okay. I guess the second option grabs the most of my time.
Second one. And why is that? Why do you think it will grab attention?
Now, again, you will have a question if the learner does not choose option number 2. It might happen I have handled many such situations where the learner says that it is okay if I say good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to give a presentation on the topic importance of communication skills, and then we can start. So you ask the learner that you tell me, say for example, if I'm talking to Prabhas and he has chosen option number 1. So you tell me, Prabhas, if you start off with good morning, everyone, and you must have heard many speakers saying the same thing, good morning, everyone. In the schools also, we must have done the same thing, good morning, everyone. Okay. Now you tell me, will it help you to grab the attention of the listeners? Then let's see what his answer would be. Okay. Say, for example, he chooses the third one, communication. So it is a definition basically. Communication is the ability to convey information to others in a clear and concise manner. If he chooses this one, so ask him, do you think you will be able to grab the attention of the listeners if you say this? But if you say this, is there a secret weapon that the top leaders, managers, and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and life? Yes, it is. Okay. So when you say this, what do you think? Would you be able to grab the attention of the listeners? Same thing you ask. So ask them. Do not tell them that no, option one is not correct. Option 2 is correct. Don't tell them. Just ask them. What do you think? Would you be able to grab attention of the listeners in option number 1 and option number 3? Yes, maybe, no. If he says no, then he will be able to find out option number 2. It won't be very difficult. Trust me, when I did the same thing with a class 11 child, she was able to, point out which is the correct hook. Okay, class 11 child, even the grown-up will be able to find out, right?
Tension, or really make your audience interested.
I guess the first one is very like traditional approach to giving out the introduction.
Yes.
A very plain introduction. Second one is something that is kind of a hook question.
That's true. Yes, that's absolutely correct, right? So let me just show also. So yes, so can you see that hook symbol also above option 2, right? So that's true, right? You rightly mentioned that, when we could just start with this question, that is there a secret weapon that top leaders, managers, and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and in life? In that case, you're sort of like making your audience also excited that, oh, like what is the secret weapon that he's going to now talk about, right? And that's where their interest would spike, we just pique their curiosity. So yes, so that would be the best hook. And followed by that, there are 2 lines written below. Can you read those 2 lines as well?
Okay. So today I would like to present my views on why communication skills are important to succeed in life.
Exactly. And that's when you club that line, those 2 lines, that's when your introduction is complete, right? Okay.
Got it.
Let's look at one more example.
Okay.
Personal
personal branding is important for growth.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read out the options as well?
Okay, it's okay. This time you can read it in your own mind.
I guess option 1 is the most.
Okay, and why is that?
Starts with an example, so people connect more, I guess.
Yes, exactly. It starts with an example, right? People will be able to connect to Aman Gupta, especially after Shark Tank. I don't know if you've heard about Shark Tank or not.
I have.
You have, right? So after Shark Tank, Aman Gupta has become very popular. He's the board founder. So, just referring to someone who's already successful also helps. And taking the person's example and then coming to the point, right? And can you read out again the 2 lines at the bottom of the slide, please?
Okay. So I would like to present my view on why personal branding is important for growth.
Correct, right? So you're absolutely correct. The first one is the best hook amongst these all, because it will be able to build a connect with the audience very quickly, right? Okay, so I think I'll skip the third one. So yes, very striking performance. I was also hooked to your performance. And what we did just now was understand that what are the parts of an introduction, right? So an introduction actually has 2 parts. Can you read out what are these 2 parts?
A hook and a thesis.
Right. So a hook is something that grabs attention, right? Whereas what is a thesis? Can you read that out?
Statement that tells the main point of the presentation.
Exactly. Can you tell me what was the thesis statement that you saw in both the slides for personal branding? Yeah.
The 2 lines that we, I guess, read at the last.
Absolutely, absolutely right. So while say for the first one, communication skills are important to succeed in life, while option 2 was the hook, the 2 lines that followed it now shared the thesis, right? That we are going to talk about communication skills today. Yeah, in a
Got it.
very
Yep.
brief, crisp manner. So every introduction has 2 parts. Which are these 2 parts, Prayas? First one?
A hook and a thesis.
And thesis. Amazing. Okay, great. So I think we have understood this, have we? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now what we will be doing, we'll be also watching a video where R. Madhavan was giving a speech at Harvard Business School. Do you know who is R. Madhavan?
I know, yeah.
No, who is he?
He's an actor.
He's an actor. That's right. He's a fabulous actor, very experienced, a veteran, basically. And he was giving a speech at Harvard Business School about India at 2030. So while I'm going to say this speech, I would want you to, identify the hook and thesis from what he's saying. Yeah. All
Yep.
right. Okay. Let me know if you are able to hear the speech, the video. Okay.
Dude, the stress you.
Oh, sorry, my bad. All right. Let me just share my screen again. Sorry about that. Yeah.
First of all, thank you very much for having me here at the Inspire series. It's worked dramatically. I'm already inspired to be addressing this really august intellectual gathering of people from Harvard, a place that my mother thought I will never reach. But you know what? A lot of people have spoken before me and eloquently and described their dreams for India and given figures and facts that either are skeptical and, like Mr. Wilbur says, aspirational. But I'm just an actor, and I'm going to just give you my dream shamelessly, because that's the thing that I can do best. And by that I mean, when we talk of dreams, we have one of our greatest scientists and philanthropists, Dr. Abdul Kalam, and he said something which is very interesting. He said, dreams are not what you have when you sleep. The true dreams are the ones that don't let you sleep. He said that when you have that dream once, it's a dream. When you have it twice, it becomes a desire. And when you see it for the 3rd time consecutively, it becomes a passion, an aim, and a goal. And that is the passion with which I want to see this fantasy that I have for India 2030. And Abraham Lincoln also was a dreamer. And, but he said.
All right. I think I'll pause here. Yes. So what do you think in a speech, which part was the, the hook and the thesis?
So I guess the hook part was when he, I guess there were 2 hooks in the video. First one was when he mentioned himself as an actor, and the first part when he addressed the school. The second one, I guess, was the reference of Dr. Abdul Kalam.
Correct.
And his statement that he used about the dreams.
Yes, absolutely. Let me go back to the slides and let's see if you've been able to mention it correctly. So yes, definitely the second part that you mentioned, right? Like, of course, the first part was also a part of introduction, but he was just like setting up the stage and everything. But the moment he talks about, APJ Abdul Kalam's quote about dreams and that they don't let you sleep and everything, that was the hook he used, right?
Yeah.
And with that, what was the thesis?
That is the passion with which I want to see this fantasy that I have for India 2030.
Yes, and then he went on to share that why he was there in the first place, right?
Right.
He was there to share about his dream for India 2030. So he used a very famous quote by a famous personality and then followed it by a statement that showed that why he was there, right? So this was the introduction that R. Madhavan used. Yeah.
Right.
Now let's go back to our topic. Do you remember what was the topic that you have selected?
Yeah.
It is?
Companies should go back to work from office.
Exactly, yes. So well done on identifying the right hook and thesis. Now we are going back to our presentation topic, which is companies should go back to work from office. And yeah, so these are different hook statements. Okay. And of course, there's an option where you can also come up with your own hook. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would now want you to read out these hooks and see that which one would you want to use for your own introduction. Are you reading these? Or
I
just
am.
reading on your own? Okay, got it. So
I like the second hook the best, I guess.
okay, the second one, the best one. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. So can you read the second one aloud?
Yeah. I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. I was so done. I decided to start working from office.
To start working from office. Amazing. Great. Okay. And why did you choose this book?
I guess I relate to that hook a lot. I
Okay.
had been working from home for past few months and it is like just a disaster.
Yeah, that happens. And I think it's also very dramatic if you read it. It helps your audience, like it grabs their attention because there's some dramatic actions involved. Like remember holding
Right.
my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. So a bit of exaggeration that also helps in
Yeah.
grabbing everyone's attention, right? And there's your thesis. Now, do you want to read out your hook and thesis together for your introduction?
Sure.
Okay.
So I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. I was so done. I decided to start working from office. Hello everyone. Today I would like to present my views on the topic why companies should go back to work from office.
Amazing, amazing. I could see you also remembering something that we learned in our first game and using your voice and pausing at the right places. That was really nice. Great. Okay. So let's move ahead. So your introduction, I'm sure, would definitely hook your manager also.
Now am I audible? Okay, I'm so sorry. I forgot I was on mute. Okay. So in the introduction part, do you have any question as such? Because in the introduction part, you just have to follow the PPT. You have to build the introduction. You have to do the activity where the learner has to choose the correct option. Okay, of the best hook statement. Again, the same thing happens here. The best hook statement, it might be possible that he chooses the correct hook. It might be possible that he does not choose the correct hook. If he does not choose it, ask him whether this will be enough to grab the audience attention or not. Like in one of the options in the introduction part, hook and thesis statement, there is one hook which is given like, good morning everyone, today I would like to give the presentation on the topic, right? So hook statement, I think this one we were doing, no? And one was Aman Gupta one, right? The personal branding is important for growth. Again, ask him, would it be helpful for you in grabbing audience's attention? No, isn't it? How can we figure out which PPT should we choose? Grown-up basic English will be different. Grown-up presentation skills will be different. It will show on your LMS whether they have come for basic English, whether they have come for the presentation skills. Absolutely. Go with the flow, guide them, guide the learner, right? So, and then show the video of R. Madhavan. Ask the learner which part was his hook statement, what did he use for his hook, and then let the learner answer it. Because you have already explained him what hook is through the activity. Now come to your presentation. Explain how you have to. So again, there are three options. In these three options, he can choose any one option because all three are as good as, as good as a hook. So all three are good hooks. Any three can be chosen. If you want me to share, I'll just show you the three options that are given over there. This is R. Madhavan's speech. You explain the hook and the thesis in R. Madhavan's speech. Do not show it unless and until you ask the learner for what they think was the hook and the thesis. And this is where you come to your work from office topic, or work from home is also there just below. And you ask the learner to choose one hook from here. So this Prabhas, he chose the second one. Someone might choose the third one also. It's as good as a hook, isn't it? And the first one is also a good hook. It's a rhetorical question. Want to say goodbye to distractions and hello to increased focus and productivity? Start working from office. Hello, everyone. So today I'm going to, so this is also a good hook. The hook number 3 is also a good hook. All 3 are good hooks. Or you can also ask the learner to write his own hook. Oh, Prayas, sorry. Adult training, what are the categories that we get? Means spoken English, presentation skills, only that, those 2. Only these 2. What else would you get? No other category. Only 2 categories are there in the adult demo. Now let's move on to the body. Body will also have the same flow. It will be activity, then Madhavan's video, and then coming back to your presentation and creating your own body. Your presentation's body. Okay. Right.
Part, which is the body. Okay. Now, a body has 2 parts. Which are these 2 parts, Prayas? Can you please read these out?
Argument and evidence.
Argument and evidence, right? Do you remember the second game that we played? Unlock
Yeah.
Holmes? Yeah. Yes. So the first piece over there in Unlock Holmes also, where you were reading a sentence out loud, that was the argument. Can you tell me what is an argument? It's written right over here.
Statement that establishes a point of view or a claim.
Right. Like your claim, or what is the statement that you want to convey, or you want people to get convinced on. And with that argument, we have to always give it evidence, right? Which you were also trying to identify in the Unlock Holmes game. Yeah. So you provide a proof, right? Yeah. So yes, so we have already solved 2 cases. So let's just look at once again at one of these, right? So remember this line, the argument that we had read, employees should get paid for sleeping. And for that, we had chosen the third evidence. Yeah. And why, can you just, I know you already know this, but just to remember and revise, why did we choose the third one as the evidence?
Seemed like researched and had some factual information involved.
Absolutely, right? So evidence has to be something that is researched point, a factual data, documented information. Then only we will be able to support our argument, right?
Right.
Great. So again, we are going to go back to our speech where, R. Madhavan is giving the same speech. And here I would want you to continue to identify arguments and evidence. There may be one argument or more than one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me then go to his speech.
That I have dreamt for my nation. He said, if I have 6 hours to cut down a tree, then I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. There's a great philosophy in that. In this era of instant gratification, we just keep thinking we can achieve all these goals by just tweaking this, tweaking that. It's not true. I really believe that that a missionary zeal is required to make that quantum change. That can make 2030 what I'm dreaming about right now. And just let's look at India as a country. What a unique nation, seriously. Thousands of years old of culture and tradition, many invasions, being ruled for many years, and we still somehow managed to maintain our identity. We still somehow have managed to maintain our Indianness, our beliefs, our faith. And, there has been, we have our drawbacks. There is corruption, there is violence, there is differences between the different religions and sects and castes and everything. But I can't help but think, looking at India, at the geography, that we're not doing really that bad. Look at all the other nations around in the world. Look at our neighbors. Compared to that, there is somebody in India who's doing something right for us to be called a growing economy and being projected as the 3rd largest economy in 2026 and the most educated and young nation in the world. And it's still functional democracy. So let's first accept the fact that there is some people in India with the right ideas and the ability to lead the nation to where we are today.
Okay, all right. So yes, so do you think you were able to identify the arguments and the evidences from here?
I guess I was.
Okay.
One of the arguments that I identify was when he talks about India as a growing economy,
Mm-hmm.
and the evidence being the census data that he talks about, that we are world's like third largest growing economy,
Absolutely.
and we have leaders and stuff like that.
All right. Very good, Prayas. Very good observation skills, I must say. And was there any other argument as well?
In the start of the in the speech, he also mentioned about diversity a lot. So there's diversity in religion, dialect, sex, different things, and still there is a unifiedness or Indianness that he says within us. That is something.
And he also gives the evidence for that. Can you recall what was the evidence?
I don't recall.
No? Okay, no worries. Let's have a look. So you're absolutely right for the first one. You have identified one of the argument really well, where he talks about, look at our neighbors and compared to them, there is somebody in India who is doing something right for us to be called a growing economy. And then he shares the evidence, what you rightly mentioned, Prayas, that it is projected as the third largest economy in 2026, right?
Right.
On the right-hand side, you will see actually the second argument that he makes. Of course, there is no factual, like a number or a figure over here, but he does give an evidence to this also. So rightly, you were mentioned that, he talks about India being a diverse country and with a lot of things. And then he also says that, we are also capable of finding very unique solutions to the problems that generally the world faces. And then he says, we found freedom through non-cooperation, non-violence, and talks about, how Mahatma Gandhi led the entire freedom movement. Yeah. So this is the second argument and evidence that we could find. Yeah? So can you see that how, each and every argument that he was sharing was supported with an evidence?
Evidence, right.
Now, what do you think we'll be doing now?
I guess we'll go back to our example and put the same thing.
Exactly, you got it now. Yeah, and so amazing mindful performance, Prayas, on identifying the argument and evidence. And we go back to our topic, which is companies should go back to working from office. So here are a few ideas for you.
I'm so sorry.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
I can, yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay. So yeah, so I was saying that there are a few examples here that you can refer to. But what I would want you to do is come up with your argument and a supporting evidence. And you can take help from the above two statements given here.
Okay. I'll just give it a read and I'll.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I'll just give it a read and then I'll.
Sure. Yes, please do. Please go ahead.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Yes. So what would be your argument and evidence?
My argument would be work from office helps people to be more productive, deliver their 100% and meet deadlines in an efficient way.
Okay.
And according to a study or a survey by the HRs about HRs of Society of HRs, about 60% of professionals were reported that employees are more productive when working in the office.
All right, interesting. I see how you've added your own points also, that being productive, meeting deadlines at work and everything, and then you gave your evidence as well. Very good. Okay, will you be able to remember these points? Because towards the end, I'm going to ask you to give an entire presentation. Do you want to quickly jot these down?
I will.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the body. Yes, this was the body of the presentation. Now, body has argument and evidences. Again, the same thing. You do the activity, show the video of R. Madhavan, and go into your own presentation, where you ask, and always ask the learner to keep a note of whatever he is making. Okay, but no worries. At the end of the presentation, you will see that all the hook statement, the thesis statement, the arguments that he has covered till now, all those will be written in the last page. So that's not a problem, but still you tell the learner to remember all the points that he has added. And in case if the learner has added some new hook point or he has added some new argument, in that case, no sound. Was the video visible and audible to you all? Show me a thumbs up if it was okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, great, great. So again, the same thing, activity, video, PPT. Introduction also, activity, video, and the presentation. And last one is the conclusion. Again, summary and plea. Conclusion is divided into two parts. One is summary and another one is plea.
Okay, now comes the last part, which is, what is the third part, Priyas?
The conclusion.
The conclusion, correct. And can you see the two parts of conclusion also here?
Yeah. Summary and plea.
Summary and plea, correct. Now let's play one last activity before we go to our final presentation, or we'll be also watching our Madhavan speech again. But before that, one small activity for you, okay? So for that summary, what is it? It's about condensing the main points from a text to a shorter form, being more brief, right? And a plea is what is a plea, Priyas? Can you read that, please?
It's a formal request or appeal that is made to someone.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now this game is called Coin Size. What do you think this is coming from? Which word are we trying to say here? Is it really concise? Absolutely right. So you will be given a paragraph on positive thinking, and you can take a minute and you have to summarize the paragraph in your own words. Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah. So this is the paragraph here.
Okay. Do I need to read this aloud or can I read it in my mind?
It's okay. You can, whatever works for you best. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So how would you want to summarize this? Please go ahead.
Good. So the paragraph talks about, sorry, I'll just go to the summary.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So when we focus on the positive things in our life, we take a positive outlook.
Okay.
It aids our, it has mental health benefit, it has reduced stress, improves immune system and life satisfaction. And this has been proven time after time, so that isn't.
Okay, okay, nice attempt, Priyas. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, would you want to see how we have also tried to summarize it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. All right. So this was the first one. Do you think this is a good one?
I guess too long.
Too long, lengthy, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the second one. Very similar to, I think, what you also mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you the third one. What about this one?
Very concise, very short. Yeah.
Very concise, short, right? So we just clubbed all the benefits of positive thinking, and we are saying that positive thinking has numerous benefits, including increased chances of success and improved physical and mental health. Right? So rather than mention about all the points, because all the points have been discussed, so we just summarized it in few lines. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see where you could have also improved in your summarization?
I have. Yes.
All right. Okay. So now again, we go back to the speech, and I would want you to identify the summary in the speech. So, yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
A second. Allow me a second, please. Just All right. Are we ready to watch the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I dream of a 2030 where students the world over will dream of a blue card, will dream of having once actually come to India and study and imbibe the knowledge that we have as a nation. It used to be true. We were the first university in the world. Nalanda was a university where people came in from far and wide. So it's not a pipe dream. It's a practical dream that I have, and I think that's easily attainable. And finally, before I wind up, I think I dream of a 2030 where we have a meritocratic electoral base which selects its leaders and whose leaders believe that it is more important to serve with a missionary zeal.
All right. I think that would be it. Okay. And yes, so I would want you to now tell me what part of it was the summary. Okay. Okay. So what was it?
So I guess he talks of like he summarizes in a way where he emphasizes on the rural India part. He talks about how rural India should be also as developed and as aspiring as the rest of the world or rest of the country.
Perfect. And was there any plea that he was making?
No, I don't think so. He didn't plea anything.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Again, very good observation skills, Prayas. So this part, which is written on the left-hand side, is the summary, where he talks about, as you rightly identified. So I dream of a 2030 where rural India is as developed as the rest of the world, is as aspirational as the rest of the India, and so on. Yeah. So he's
Got it.
summarizing his dream in a really articulate, simpler manner.
Right.
Yeah. And yes, you were right. There was no plea made. So not every presentation may have a plea. But yes, when we are trying to convince someone on a topic, then we need to make a plea towards the end, right? Like a request.
Right.
So yes. And now comes your own presentation, the accurate observation, as I already mentioned. So going back to your topic, Prayas, about companies should go back to work from office. What would you want your summary and plea to be? And you can use these sentences to frame your complete summary and plea. Yeah.
Okay.
You can take a minute or so, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health,
Okay.
and a healthy lifestyle. I would hence request all companies to make some amendments in their policy and switch to a work from office role, which has been the case for so many times.
Amazing, amazing. Great. Thank you so much, Priyas. I hope you remember your words again, especially for summary you made.
So this was the last part, that is the conclusion, which contains the summary and a plea. Again, same thing, an activity. She gave a paragraph to summarize. Let the learner summarize himself. Let him take some time, give him 2-3 minutes and summarize and give it to you. Okay. So, and then tell him that we also have summarized this paragraph for you. Let's see which one you find the best. Okay. Then give him the options. Then ask him that whether this summary is good, or is it very lengthy, or is it too short? What is it? And then go on to Madhavan's speech, ask him to find the summary and the plea. Obviously, there is no plea in that speech. There is only a summary where he says that India in 2030 should be like this. And finally, at the end, come to the PPT and ask him to build his own conclusion. Right? Now, last is the final showcase where all the introduction, body, and the conclusion of his presentation will be added together, and final presentation will be given by the learner. Okay. Again, this is divided into 3 parts. So first will be the final showdown, and then you will be sharing your feedback. And at the end, you will be asking for 3 key takeaways, same as you did in the child's demo, same will be here. Okay.
Now, when we combine all these components together, right? Remember, we started by saying that we have 3 parts, and each part has also sub-parts. So having an introduction with a very interesting hook that can grab someone's attention, and a thesis, then a body with good argument and supporting evidence, and finally a conclusion that will summarize your points so that everyone can understand the gist of it, and then also making a request, a plea. Yeah?
Yeah.
So are you ready to give your presentation, combine all the pieces of your presentation and be also able to deliver it now?
Sure, yes.
Yes. Okay, I love the energy. So final showdown now, Prayas. Remember, we have spoken about using our hands, our face, eyes, and voice, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to remember that. Yeah. All right. So here are these slides that may help you as well. So you can refer. Do you remember which hook you chose?
I remember holding my head.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. All the best, Prayas. All the very best.
Yeah. Thank
Do
you.
you need a minute to be ready?
Yeah, I'll just take like 5-10 seconds to just go through it all.
Sure, sure.
Cool. Next.
All right. Okay, I'm very excited. So yes. So imagine you're convincing me to allow work from office. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, all the best.
Thank you. I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with so many irritated eyes. And I said to myself, I was done. I decided to start working from office now. Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to present my view on the topic why companies should go back to work from office. Work from office helps a lot when it makes us our lifestyle better. It improves our physical and mental health and also increases productivity. This has been researched well, and also according to a study taken by HR reps, it was found out that 60% of the employees found that their productivity was much more increased while working from office. Finally, I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health, and improved lifestyle. And I would hence request all the companies to make small amendments to their policy and switch to a completely work from office, as it was the case 2 or 3 years back.
Amazing.
Great. He has added a few points on himself as well. So this will be the final showdown. You show the slide to the learner where everything is written. Introduction is written, the body is written, the conclusion is also written, and the plea is also written. So all together, he has to make it up, like all components together. This is the first part, very simple, the showcase, right? He has to present his topic. Yeah, he improvised very nicely. Now, this is where you share feedback. Now, you tell me, should you ask for the feedback first? Should you give the feedback first, or should you ask for the learner's opinion? Ask them, ask for opinion. Okay, great. So let's see what happens here.
And towards the end, is it okay if I give you quick feedback on your presentation?
Sure, of course. I love
Or maybe actually, why don't you share? What do you think you did really well in your presentation?
I could have worked better on the fluency part, I guess.
Okay.
I broke down in bits and pieces. I did well on the hook statement. The hook statement was really good. I was able to remember the entire study part that was there.
Yeah.
So that is something that I think I did well.
I agree. I think you identified a really good hook, and I think you were also able to, say the argument and add on your points and give a very good evidence and then summarize it pretty well. So I really liked how you were able to put in your content. That shows your critical thinking skills as well. I think in terms of delivering, I felt like I do agree with your observation, and again, I think you're very self-aware also that you could have been definitely more fluent. And I saw you started using your hand gesture, like I was holding my head, that was really nice. But I felt like while you were sharing more, it's sort of like you didn't continue to use it. Right. So I think in general, whenever we are giving presentation, it always helps to use some gestures, give more expression. So that is something that we can work on. Yeah.
Yes. So this was the feedback part. You understood how to first ask for the learner's opinion, and then you can give your feedback. So you can say that, okay, now we can share the feedback. Probably, why not start from you? You tell me what went well in your speech, and what were the things that you would like to improve in your presentation. Okay. And then share your own feedback. You agree, you add your own points, or you may disagree as well. So all those things you can do. And finally,
share with me what are the 3 key takeaways that you had from this session. And yeah, over to you.
So one of the key takeaway, I guess, was the expression part, using of hand gestures and stuff. So that presentation is much more alive in the conversation, I guess. Secondly, the fact that how to structure the entire presentation. It has a hook, and then there is a thesis, then there is argument, and all that stuff was really good.
Right.
And I guess then again clubbing all together to give out a final. And the games part, I really liked how you
okay. Thank you so much.
Right. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Bryce. You have already answered my next question, which was that how did you like the class? So I'm so happy to know that you enjoyed the games, and also really glad to see your learning from this entire.
Great.
Share with me what.
So this was the last part, and that is the final showdown. Final showdown will. Somebody has closed the breakout room. Okay. So final showdown will consist of 3 things. Learners present on the topic, share feedback, ask for 3 key takeaways. Okay. That's the last part. And now I will stop the share. You can leave the room and join the main room. Okay. Let's leave. Start leaving. Welcome, Neeti ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. It was a lovely session. I hope all the other teachers will also agree with me. Okay, so this is the time for me to say goodbye to all of you and all the best. And we are really hopeful to be a wonderful Planet Spark educator and rock this world. Okay, and now I'll take your leave.
Thank you so much, Neeti ma'am. Thank you for helping me out on the junior demo observation. Really thankful, and I hope the teachers also enjoyed a lot.
Okay,
Thank
thanks
you
a
so
lot. Bye-bye. All the best,
Bye.
teachers. Bye-bye, ma'am.
Okay, great. So yes, I got a question. What if the long session does not finish in 1 hour? You have to finish it within 1 hour. You have to plan it that way. It will finish. We have taken so many demos. We try to finish it in 1 hour. Yes, it's not like always 1 hour exact dot. No, it doesn't happen 1 hour. It might be 1 hour, 5 minutes or 7 minutes. It might also happen that, you know, the learner is very fast and he takes very less time. And always, when you give time to the learner, follow a timer. Use a timer. I'm going to give you 3 minutes for this. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for this. Fix the timing according to your 1 hour. Okay. So if you think that, okay, only 40 minutes have passed, you can give 3 minutes or 4 minutes to the learner to prepare. But if you think that, no, I think I have already lost a lot of time, you can just go ahead, give him hardly 2 or 3 minutes to complete it. Okay. So you plan it accordingly and always use a timer. Okay. No, it will not be time bound. It can never be, because, you know, this is conversation, no? Conversation might increase, it might be less, depends. Yes, Apurva. Yes, we are paid for each demo. Absolutely. You will be paid for each demo. Any other questions? So let's go for a break. It's 12. A good day for me as well as you. Let's have a break of 15 minutes and let's come back at 12:15. That's the final time. Those who do not have a query, please go. Those who have a query, please write it here. If the time is up, what should we do? You can tell the learner also. Now, time suddenly it will not go up, isn't it? Now I can see it's 11:59. Immediately I announce the break, right? I am planning the time, isn't it? So similarly, you also have to plan the time. So, oh, it is already in the 45th minute. Now I need to be a little early. Okay. Tell the person that I have another class at this time, at say 1 p.m. I need to wrap it up by 1 p.m. or 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Yes, absolutely. Go for a break. Payout, OJT. If the time is up, okay, I've already answered that. Demos will be starting for which day, like post-training. Post-training, you will be given your LMS and everything will be taught to you. There are week 3 sessions also, and then you will be onboarded. You will start taking demos. Within that period only, you will start taking demos. Till when today's session will be over? It's every day, it's 1:30. It's every day 1:30. In a week or on the same day we get paid. No, you don't get paid every day. Say, for example, I have taken 3 demos today or 3 classes. I know about the classes. I will talk about the classes. Okay. So I take 3 regular classes, say, for example, today on Wednesday. Okay. So this is 250, 250, 250, 3 classes. I'm just ignoring the bonus pay as of now. So 250, 250, 250, 750. At the end of the day, 750 will be showing or flashing in your payout section. Okay, and don't be worried about the payout. Your OJT will be taking you through the LMS. The LMS will show you exact payout. You can calculate, you can keep a track of your payout every second, every hour. Mocks at the end. I will be able, Mitali, I'll be able to finish it off by 11:15. I will be sharing the attendance link by 1:15, sorry. So don't worry. Before you leaving, I'll be able to finish it off. Session on Planet Spark. Okay, let us go for a break then. Let's come back at 12:15. Okay. Welcome back. I hope we all are back. It's 12:18. Okay. So let me ask a simple question. You have seen 2 demos by now. Some of you might have seen the junior demo. Some of you have seen the adult demo. Now you tell me, what are the common things between these 2 demos? And yesterday also we viewed one of the demos, that was the senior one. So what was the common things between these 2 demos? Let's write in the chat section 3 common things between the 2 demos. Context setting, yes. Now you'll be able to see the other answers. Context settings, introduction to PS skills, yes, absolutely. Then, okay, energetic conversation, fine. Energy throughout the body, through body language. Okay. Okay, expressions, PS skills, detailed feedback. So the 3 common things between the 2 demos, as you have correctly said, activities, the whole demo is based on activities, be it a junior demo or a senior demo or an adult demo. We always focus on public speaking skills, and that is common in all the 3 demos. And there is a structured approach towards learning a new content area, whether it is a speech or it is a PP presentation. In both the cases, you have a structured approach. Like in the senior demo, we had the ethos, pathos, and logos. That was also a structured approach. Here also, we had a structured approach of having introduction, body, and conclusion. How to, divide introduction into 2 parts and body into 2 parts. Okay. 2 things to ensure in the beginning of the demo: the presence of a laptop and both the parents in junior demo, isn't it? And in a senior demo, in the adult demo, you don't need the parents. For especially for children, it is required. 2 things which you have to ensure in the beginning of the demo is joining from a laptop and both the parents to be present, especially in a child's demo. And sure thing to happen at the end is the final showcase. Final showcase has to happen in both the cases again. Right? Always remember the success formula: presence of both the parents, laptop, and SparkX video. Now, we will be moving to our last part of today's session, and that is art of giving feedback. Now, let's discuss a time when you received a feedback and it helped you. So we all must be getting lots of positive feedbacks also. You are good in this, keep it up, well done, congratulations. We get these kind of feedbacks. But I want to know, what was that constructive feedback that you got and which helped you in the future, in your life, and it really changed, brought about a change in your lookout. Let's write in the chat section. Yes, Saloni, you would like to discuss?
Yeah, so basically, it's about when I was young and I had a friend, she was very close to me. Till now too, I am in contact with her. Basically, what happened is that like there was PTM, and then she told me that, you know what you do is that you basically give up very easily. So, for example, you will try once, and then even when you are on the track, you will be like, okay, I'll not be able to do this, and let others do that. So she basically told me to, at least try like 3 times. I don't know exactly. There was some theory she told me that the thing is that when you do it 3 times, you basically become more persistent, and obviously there will be some growth, and it will make you more confident. So that's a very constructive feedback that I got from her, and I use it till now. So yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Great. Yes, Priyanka.
Yes. This came from one of my students' parent. Okay, so I used to take sessions for many students regarding this. So it happened so that the child was in the 4th standard and he was so hesitant to talk. When there were 4 students in that session, all the 3 students were very good at speaking, and they used to give their views and opinions. But this student, he was very excited in the beginning, but when he saw that the other students are speaking well and he can't speak, he never actually was able to express himself. And after a word, he would pause and he would be nervous and he would just try to get away from the camera. So the parent gave me a suggestion, a very nice suggestion that, ma'am, he is very hesitant, and you will get such students where, they can't talk, or they are very shy. They are very good at, writing, or, at school or something, but they can't talk in public or something like that. And then I thought about it. I discussed with the parent, and I knew about the nature of the child. And then, she told me about, even I asked her what are his likes and dislikes, and we discussed about these things. And then we started with, topics like, if he likes to play football. For example, he likes to play football. So started talking about football and what kind of food he likes, what are his hobbies. So, he opened up, and within a week he opened up and he started talking among all the children. So it was like a constructive feedback from the parent, which helped me know the child better. And, it felt personal. It felt really personal. It gave a personal touch that the teacher is also interested in making me learn and by knowing me. So this was kind of a positive feedback that I got, constructive.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Priyanka and Saloni, for sharing that. So every one of us might have received some or the other feedbacks, which has brought about a change in our lives, change in the way we do things, right? So those feedbacks are constructive ones. Now, we must have also got feedbacks which demotivated us, which we felt not so very constructive and productive in the sense. So that is what we are going to learn today. And we need to understand that the feedback should be useful, isn't it? So what makes a feedback useful? Let's see, let's watch this cartoon and let's decide what kind of feedback is the person giving. Let's watch this cartoon carefully and say what exactly happened here. So this, the mentor, she said, good presentation, it can be made better. And the person, he says, oh, sure. And then what he did was he made the font size bigger, and now he asks, better now? Is it better? So what do you think about this feedback? What kind of feedback is it? They didn't point it where it could be better. Okay, so it was not detailed. Okay, it was not a proper feedback. It was not specific. It did not talk about the specification that is needed in rectifying the errors. Absolutely. Not precise, not specific. She needs to explain more. Great. So now you understand that feedbacks, as it can be, useful, it can be equally worthless sometimes, right? I'm going to share a link with you. Take 1 minute and let's write in the Menti link what makes a feedback useful. Please check the Menti link that I have shared with all of you. Please click on that Menti link and let's fill it up with the answers. And the question is what makes a feedback useful? 30 seconds more. Okay, great. Done. So let's see some of the results also, what we got here. Let it open. Great. Okay, thank you. So what makes a feedback useful? I got many results over here, many responses. Remember a conversation, okay, when he was leaving the company. Okay. Constructive criticism. Okay. Sensitivity in the world. Okay. Relatability. That means you need to be sensitive and respectful. The feedback should be relatable. Yes, it should be relevant and relatable. It should be crisp. It should not be very, like, very long feedback. I'm speaking and speaking and speaking, giving feedback. Do not be too long or too short. It should be concise. Positive feedback, which helps to motivate the person. Okay. So the three things that comes to my mind is feedback should be precise. It should be specific, and it should help the learner to understand what should be done the next time. It should not be vague. It should not be ambiguous, and it should tell the future course of action, isn't it? How to make yourself better and how to rectify the errors that we have been doing. And third thing, which I felt, it should be sensitive and respectful. Great. So features of a good feedback, SAR framework. So we are going to follow a framework which is known as SAR. Okay, so what do you think? What does this acronym stands for? SAR. Any guesses? Specific. Okay, I got one specific. A stands for, Shehzad has written action. Okay, actionable. Great. R should be, okay. So if it is reflective, that means you are being specific, and it should be reflective. Okay. Another word for that is result oriented. That means it is actionable. So anyways, that comes under A. Yes, it should be respectful. Absolutely. It needs to be respectful. So specific, actionable, and respectful. Great. Show more. Yes, absolutely. So specific, actionable, and respectful. Specific. How can you be specific in your feedback? Whatever feedback that you are giving. Like your body language was not good, your voice modulation was very good, you have modulated your voice very well. These are very, very generic statements that one can make, right? But you are public speaking experts. What will make your feedback specific? Talk about the evidences. Talk about what part in the speech worked well. Correct? Like, for example, if a person is talking about should plastics be banned? Plastics are absolutely harmful for the environment. Yesterday I went to the beach. So like when I said yesterday I went to the beach, okay, so you can tell the learner that when you was talking about when you went to the beach, when you were telling the story, you could have used your hands. Correct? You can include more hand gestures when you are speaking. Okay, so imbibe the evidences, include the evidences in your feedback, not just by telling that, okay, you could have used more hand gestures. Where? Which part? Okay. So give them examples. Always try to exemplify. Don't only try to justify, but also exemplify. What could have been better? Tell them what could have been better. I believe, so I think you did a very good job when you were modulating your voice when you were saying that plastics are very harmful. So the kind of emphasis that you gave on the word very harmful. So that emphasis was really good. You have used your voice well there. Apart from that, I felt when you were telling the story, when you were narrating the incident, you could have used your hand gestures more. Okay. Actionable. Talk about what you can do better the next time. Like probably you can use your hands more. It will help you in, getting the attention of the listeners, right? And the audience will be more interested in listening to you. Great. And of course, respectful, you can say that overall it was a great work. Probably we can have more speeches from you. We can hear more speeches from you, or probably I'll be looking forward for to hearing more speeches from you. So these kind of words will sound more respectful. Well done or great job. These kind of words will always help you to make your feedbacks more respectful. So always remember specific, actionable, and respectful. Okay. Now let's see a student in the class. The student's name is Anarghya. Okay, because it is not visible properly, I'm telling you from before. The student's name is Anarghya, and you have to model a feedback for this boy. Okay, give me a second. So you have to model a feedback for Anarghya as a teacher. So don't say he was doing this, he was doing that. Don't write it in third person. Write it in second person. So Anarghya, you were wonderful, or like you were not so good, whatever you want to write. You will address Anarghya as your student. Imagine that you are the teacher. Model a feedback for Anarghya. Let's have a look. It's not audible. How? Oh, okay. We moved from the main room now. Okay, okay. Just a second.
Added. Away from humans' reach.
Yes. So once upon a time, there was a mystery island far away from humans' reach. Now, Anarghya will tell me the story.
Nobody but mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near it.
Use your hands? Nobody.
But mighty pirate Blackbeard could get near the island.
Okay, he got to know there's a lot of treasure hidden in the island.
But there was a problem. A mighty soul named Angelica guarded the treasure.
Okay, you need to change your voice, baby. You need to change your voice. You need to use your hands, because that is body language. That is very important when you're telling a story. All right? So how would you do that? Quick.
But there was a mighty soul that guarded the treasure, so Pirate Blackbeard could never get it.
But one day, Angelica had lost her powers for a day, and she was not close to the treasure. That was the day.
Yes. So take a little bit of time. Write in the chat section, how would you model a feedback for Anarghya? Sorry. Okay, let's write, and always include specific, actionable, and respectful. Okay, think about it. What will you write in the specific part? What will you write in the actionable part? And how will you give a respectful feedback? Think of it, form it, and then discuss. Okay. You spoke so well and with confidence. Your voice modulations were great and use of hands was so impressive. Jalika, you came up with. Okay, Anika, no actionable thing. Nothing, no problem. Like you did not find anything wrong with the whole performance. It's very specific. Taking up examples from the speech, Angelica, and those things are good, but okay, Yuvraj, yes, that's well, but that is very short feedback. A little more has to be said. Okay, Nida. But where? The hand gestures that you have written, where? Where should he be using the hand gestures? Or probably a little bit of hand gestures anyways, but it still works. Story is interesting. How? Surabhi. Nicely written. Wow, Anargya, I must say you are very good at telling stories. You are quite confident, but to be more perfect and interesting, you can use your hands and eyes more. You can act along with this with speaking. Okay, you can close the feedback also with a respectful note, and you can add some evidences over there. Kanchan, I said, do not write in the third person. Okay. Confident while speaking, wonderful participation. So it will help you to tell the story better. That was well done, Shomu. What was well done? So let's pick up parts from the story, which he did really well. I am still not getting evidence-based feedback, very less. Venisha, very nicely written, but adding evidences would be much better, but it's good. Okay, Shweta, nicely written. Again, evidences are missing, but well written. Anargya's reading skills. But reading was not being done. It was a storytelling. I think you probably missed the point. It was not reading, it was storytelling on his own. It was a story chain game. Okay. Gyanendra. Okay. Angelica, not Manjulika. What was that? Okay. Sheetal. Voice modulation was missing. So next time we tried performance a lot. You did a great job. I got almost scared of Angelica due to your good and expressive. Very nicely written. Okay, the ending could have been done in a respectful manner. Rest, it's good. Okay. You were assertive, wise speaking, pronunciation confident. Okay, Yadavanshi. Assertive. I think assertion is something that happens in speeches. Assertion in storytelling is a little difficult to find out. I wonder y'all are coming up with this one. I really like the name you came up with. I think y'all have watched the whole video yesterday, isn't it? That's what has made you write that. I love the word that you have come up with. Yeah, that's a good appreciation that you can use. That's a wonderful appreciation. Okay, the part where you spoke about the gnome guarding the treasure was fantastic. Okay, good focusing on the stress words. You have used your hands. Yes, where was the stress words, Priyanka? What were the stress words? Okay. Okay. Anjali, nicely written. Again, evidences are missing, but otherwise the feedback is good. Interesting part, story like the pirate and the spirit part. Venom. Very nicely written. Perfect. Just a last part could have been a little more respectful. Okay. Nandita, very nicely written. Excellent work, Anargya. Your storytelling style was wonderful. I love the way you spoke about the island. You could have added a little hand gestures and eye expressions. You can stress on the main words and use voice modulation while describing the island. Now, suddenly you cannot stop at here. At this point, you have to say something more. So overall, it was a great job. Okay, it was a great work. So at the end, you have to say this. Okay, Shubhra Jyoti also written very well. Just a little bit of evidences would have been good. Okay, great. Let's stop writing now and let's focus on what I'm going to speak. Okay, so I'm going to say a feedback, and you will find out what are the specific portions, what is the actionable part, and what is the respectful part in this feedback, which I am going to speak. Okay. Wow, Anargya, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on some special words, especially when you said the first line, mighty pirate Blackbeard, and you stressed on mighty. Well done. I think what could be improved is use of more hand gestures, and that will help you become more confident, and others will pay more attention to you, right? So next time, I would want you to use both voice and hand gestures when you are reciting the story. Okay. Overall, it was a great work, Anargya. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you. Okay. So now you tell me, how was this feedback specific, actionable, and respectful? Do you want me to read once more? No? Okay. Some are saying yes. Some are doing this one and some are doing like this. Wow, Anargya, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on special words, especially when you said the first line, mighty pirate Blackbeard, and you stressed on mighty. That was wonderful. I think what could be improved is use of more hand gestures, and that will help you become more confident, and others will pay more attention to you. So next time, I would want you to use both hand gestures and voice when you are reciting the story. Overall, it was a great work, Anargya. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you. Yes, Venisha, the first line was specific. Correct. Emphasis on the word mighty. Perfect. Actionable. Okay, next time I would want you to use more hand gestures and voice. And respectful is, yes, being gentle at the end. Yes, absolutely. Farheen. Yes, Preeti. Respectful in the way you praised him at the end. Perfect. So always remember, whenever you get a senior or a junior demo or an adult demo, pick up evidences. You must have seen Ishita's senior demo or the adult demo, even the junior demo, Divya Lakshmi ma'am. So in those cases, you would see that whenever you give feedback to the child, it should be more stressing or focusing on what he has said and not like in general terms. Your voice modulation is great. It's general. So when you were saying mighty pirate Blackbeard, or when you said there was a beautiful rainbow in the sky, when you said beautiful, so the kind of stretch that you had in your voice. And let's not also, sometimes what happens, we are adult, we have a huge vocabulary and we use some difficult words which the children don't understand. Let's be very simple with the children and let's talk to them in a very simple manner. Like you, if I say your intonation was great, or inflection, or the thought structure was wonderful, so they won't understand all these. What is thought structure? What is inflection? Isn't it? They are small children. So let's talk about the way you stretched the word, the way you stressed on the word. Stress, I think they will understand, right? So we will use very simple vocabulary so that the kids understand. Yes, yes, Mary. Yuvraj, absolutely. If with the kids, we have to be more using of more soothing tone and facial expressions. Yes. Perfect, perfect. Overall, it was a great job. That was respectful. Great. So let's see. So the first part, which I said was, wow, Anargya, I loved how you changed your voice and emphasized on the special words like mighty pirate Blackbeard. So this part was the specific part. And the next time I would want you to use more hand gestures and more better voice modulation that is actionable. And respectful, at the end, we say overall, it was a great job. Really, it was above my expectations that you have done. Okay, so very good. I'm looking forward to hear more stories from you. Let's practice giving feedback. So now I am going to create I'm going to create some breakout rooms. There are 72 participants. So I might need, so all of you will join, okay? All the 72 participants, I request all of you to join. Please switch on your cameras so that you can know your colleagues better. You can interact with them. I'm going to create 72 divided by 3. Okay, so 24 rooms. Okay, I'm going to create 24 rooms and you all will be choosing your rooms on your own. Give me a second. So I request all the 72 participants to be in their rooms. Do not leave your rooms. Please be connected with your roommates. Now, so for example, 1 second. So it will be assigned automatically. You don't have to choose any room. You will just be directed to the room. Okay. Like for example, I am in room number. I'll just check which room number I am in. Again, we are 72. Why is room number 24 having 2 people? All are 3. Why is only 1 having 2? Okay, so I'll be in, say for example, I will be in last room, that is room number 24. I'll be there. Okay. Now here, say I am with Priya and Rubina, most probably. So if I create like that, okay, we have 73 now. So in that room, we are having 3 cases. Quickly open your teacher's handbook. Open today's presentation. This is teacher's handbook. Today's presentation you will get in day 2, week 1, day 3. Week 1, day 3. Give me a thumbs up if you have opened day 3's slide. This is the presentation which I was sharing with you. My presentation, I'll go back to my presentation. Okay, so that will be easier for you. So this is my presentation which I was sharing. Clear? Now go to slide number 59. Go to slide number 59. Slide number 59. Okay, can you see there is a case 1? There is a student in grade 6. Page number 61, another student in grade 6. Page number 63, a grown-up learner, case 3. So there are 3 cases. Is it clear? Slide number 59, 61, and 63. Nandita, I have given you the slide itself. You can open the slide. Please open the slide as of now. I'll give the teacher's handbook later on. Please open the slide first of all, then get the teacher's handbook later on. Okay. Now, slide number 59, 61, and 63. There are 3 cases. Now, in one room, you will be 3 people. In my room, there is Priya and I think Rubina. I'll just check. Yes, Rubina and Priya. Both of you, like me, myself, Priya and Rubina, we will be coming into a room. We will be discussing which case we want to take. Okay. Say, for example, I took case 1, Rubina took case 2, and Priya took case number 3. Okay. Then we will mute ourselves. Please do not switch off your camera. Mute yourselves. Go ahead, watch the video, your video which you have chosen. Watch the video, model the feedback, discuss within yourself, and come back. I will be using a timer of 10 minutes. After I start the breakout room, I will be using a timer of 10 minutes. Okay? Because it will take hardly 5 minutes to watch the video, 2 minutes to model your feedback, and 3 minutes to share your feedback. Okay, it's designed that way. So not 10 minutes, I will be stopping the timer. I will be closing all rooms within 12 minutes. It's 12:57. We will start the breakout room by 1. Any questions? If you can ask within this 3 minutes. I'll start the breakout room at 12 and we'll come sharp at 12:12. Yes, Harinder, I'll close the room. You have to come back. Yes, Harinder, what is your question? We just have to do the activity for one case or all the cases. You have to choose any one case. Shahzad, you are in which room? I'll tell you. You are in room number 2 with Priya Shanmugam. Okay. So you both will discuss among yourselves and you will be able to talk. I will just allow you to mute yourselves. Unmute yourselves, sorry. Yeah. Yes, Harinder, what is your question? Please go ahead. Harinder, you have raised your hand. My time is going off.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm finding an issue in opening this link.
Which link?
day 3 link for slides.
Fine, I have provided you the document itself. You can just open the document. Just open the document as of now. We will see what is the problem. I have not started the breakout room, sir. Please wait.
Can you please send again?
I have sent in the chat section. Please check.
Okay.
Slide number 59, 61, and 63. 59, 61, 63. No, you don't need to share the screen. You just need to share your feedback with your friends, with your colleagues. Okay. Shall I start the breakout room now? Okay. I'll just recreate once more. I'm joining room number 4 with Farheen and Mal.
Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
I'll join room number 1 because there are only 2 participants there. Okay.
Okay.
There is no one in this room apart from you, Abhijit. Okay, no worries. Move to room number 13. Okay, move to, we are in room number 1. Room number 1, we have 3 only, but somebody has not joined probably. Trincy. Santvana has not joined. Hi, Princey. Check if you can unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So let's start watching. I'll just check the breakout rooms. Let's discuss which one would you like to take.
Slide 61.
Slide 61, that is the second one. Abhijit, what
Case
about you? Case
I'll
2.
take case 3.
You will take case 3, the grown-up one?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll take the case 1. Okay. Are we done? Hello? Yes. Oh God. Shall we start? Great. Ready, Princey? Okay, Abhijit, shall we start with you?
Okay.
Great, let's start.
So Pranamika, you did a very good work. You had the confidence and you had the smile always. So you had the smile and confidence, which is very important for speaking in public. But I think you are stuttering quite a bit, and your pronunciation might be a little off. So if you can work on that, because your hand gestures and confidence is out of the box. So if you can work on that, you will do wonders in your coming classes.
Great, wonderful. So instead of telling her that her pronunciations are off, we can say that we really need to work on your pronunciation. So if you work on the pronunciations, because we are going to have regular classes, so you can say that we would be working on your pronunciations, and then I'm sure it will be really helpful for you. And you will become a very confident public speaker. Yes, Princey, are we ready?
Yes, Priti.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The video what I saw was Ishita Kumar, and she was giving.
The video is not for 1 hour. I think you have written it here. The video is for 1 hour.
Yes.
You watched the video?
No, I didn't watch the video. I started it actually.
Did you use your slide?
Okay. Screen share.
Did you use your slide?
Post. Okay. I'm trying to share the screen. This is what I watched. Case 2.
To share. Okay, now you can share. See if you can share. This video is not of 1 hour. It starts from the last part where the student is giving the speech. Okay, I'll show you. Let it be. I'll just show you.
Okay, I understood. Okay, maybe I
yeah
started
Probably
playing from the beginning.
You shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
The slide is made according to the timing. According to the timing from where you have to view.
Okay, okay. The starting part, the student was given a picture or 3
You
pictures.
can take some time. You can model your feedback once again. Okay, you can think a little bit. No worries. By that time, I can share my one. So it was a boy called Rudra, and he was giving a speech on nature. So well done, Rudra. I must say you have really worked very well on your voice modulation, because I saw you took very correct pauses without nature, and after that you took a pause. Then you said, well, and then you paused. So that brought a very dramatic effect on your speech. So that was very well done. However, I would like to say, when you were using your hand gestures, I really appreciate you were using your hands. It's very good effort made by you. But when you use your hands too much, it becomes very distracting for the audience. And rather than listening to you, the audience will be looking at your gestures if it is too much. Okay, so it might be distracting. So instead of using too many hand gestures, you can just use little bit of hand gestures, not many. And also your body movements, like when you are swaying front and back, it might be again distracting for your audience. So these are some of the don'ts in your body language, right? So apart from these two things, I think overall it was a great job you have done. I'm sure if we work upon the small, tiny little things that I discussed, your body language and your hand gestures, I'm sure you would become a very good, amazing public speaker. So this is how we model a feedback for a child. Yes, Princey.
Okay. I watched a video of a student called Anai, I think, and he was expressing each and every word instead of giving it as a sentence. And it was like a poet reading. It was expressing all the words. That is what I noticed. And there was too many pass in between the sentence. So you could have improved that. So every word need not to be expressed when we speak. And that pass should be, minimized. That's it.
Right. So first you will say that, well done. What is the name of the child? Anay, right?
Yes.
So well done, Anay. You have done a very good job. Your speech was really very attractive. But these were the portions which I think you could have done well. However, your voice modulation was good. The way you spoke this particular sentence, it really came out as very effective. Overall, at the end, just tell them, great job. Next time, I would like you to do this. Okay? I will close all the rooms and let's join the main room. Okay? Okay, so many of you are back, I can see. Okay, so how was it? It was good?
Yeah.
At least you got
Yeah,
a
it
chance
was good.
to interact.
Yeah. That was very good, ma'am.
Okay.
One thing I have that while on the case to the slide, the kid was in the senior demo and he was in the grade 6. So is it common?
No, it's correct. It's absolutely perfect. Grade 6 means senior. Are you getting confused with the adult demo? Senior does not means adult. Adult is the grown-up one. Adult is grown-up above class 12. Class 6 is the senior. And below class 4, that is grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 is the junior. Am I clear? This confusion happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yes, Konkana?
Ma'am, so as we were in the room, we all three of us took different cases. Was we supposed to do that?
Yeah, I asked you. So Abhijit, where are you? Yeah, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Give me a second, please. I'll just add the pin. Yeah, where is Abhijit? I can't see you. Yeah, I can see you now. Yes. So Abhijit was there and I think Princey was there with me. I can't see Princey. Yeah, I can see Princey as well. So, okay. So yeah, hi Princey. Now you can unmute yourself as well. So here we three took one cases each and Abhijit took I think case number 3, right? Pranamika. Princey took case number 2 and I took case number 1, Rudra, right? And Princey had Anay. the second one. Now here we just had to take one case each. So Abhijit, you tell me, how was it?
It was different because we can't really see negative things on their faces, so we have to mold it accordingly and present it in a way so that they feel, you know, enthusiastic to do the other classes. So that was
Absolutely.
something a different way of putting words.
Absolutely, yes. Okay. So Princey, how was your like experience in the breakout room?
Okay, my experience was good because I missed to appreciate the child, which I should have done in the beginning. So I should give the feedback in a positive note.
Absolutely.
That is what I got to know. Thank you.
Okay, great, great. No worries, no worries. This is a learning phase where we are trying to know, and now we are very conscious also. Like this is the first time and we are interacting for the first time. I wanted an interaction between everyone so that at least for a start, it's good, no? You are getting to know at least 2 teachers apart from you, isn't it? So that's a good thing. So that was what my idea was behind creating this breakout room. Thank you so much, Princey and Abhijit, and thank you all of you. Yes, Preeti, wanted to say something?
Yeah. So I could see, you know, that, I mean, I prepared a feedback, but how can I be more precise? I mean, I will have to remember everything, take down notes while I'm taking the class
Yes,
because it's a
yes.
video.
I'll show you. When I was watching Rudra's video, I was writing down my notes. Okay. And I usually do it. I keep a diary with me. Whenever I take a demo, nowadays it has gone down. I mean, the number of demos, but now I'm more into trainings and all. So earlier when I used to have it, I used to keep a diary with me. I used to write down whatever speech he is saying. I used to write it down. Like without nature, he said something and I wrote not the whole sentence, only the parts which I love. Okay, this part is really doing well. This part, I think he needs to, you know, talk. He needs to do something better. So I just, you know, picked out those portions which I need to give in the feedback. Rest parts which were normally said, which were good, I did not pick out those things. Everything you cannot write, just those parts which are very good, just those parts which are very not very good. So the areas of improvement you write and the areas of like the strengths you write, those things.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So yes, Shehzad, amazing, confident today. I loved your thought process and yes, enjoyed listening to you. Facial expressions, perfect. You can refrain from touching your head or using fillers like, yes, very good. I would also suggest, so I think Rudra was, you know, moving a lot like this, right? And so that's not a correct body language. Also, he was using his hands too much, right? So that also has to be pointed out. And yes, filler words. That was also one point which we can pick out. Sit still rather than moving back and forth. Yes. So you can say the swaying movement of your body could be distracting. So instead of giving suggestions or instead of, you know, pointing out faults, what we can sound like more suggestive. And you can say that you can be more reasonable. Say that if you move a lot, no, on the camera, first thing, your voice will not be heard to the audience. And second thing is, the most important is the audience will be distracted. They will look at you more rather than hearing you. So your content will be lost. They will be more interested in what you are doing like this. Okay. So that you can point out. And rest, I think it's a wonderful feedback. Now I think, Shehzad, it has helped, isn't it? So this interaction and watching the video and thinking about the SAR approach will always help you. Salvi. Okay, wonderfully written. Yes. Great. Perfect. Okay. Swing. Okay, wonderful. So always remember, start with a positive note. Remember the sandwich approach. So you have to keep 2 breads of the positivity, and in between you can keep the cutlet and whatever you want to put in. You can keep the actionable part. what can he do well, what he has, his strengths, his areas of improvement, and what can be the future course of action. All those things in the middle. Start with a positive note, end with a positive note, and in between give all the feedback. Okay, yes, Anika. Great. So that's the end of today's session. And let's talk about mocks now. Mock evaluations. I think all of you are waiting for that only. So what are mock evaluations? These are 3 mandatory steps to become live. Where would you find your mocks? In your teacher's handbook. Now, let me share the teacher's handbook first, because many of you are still clueless about teacher's handbook. Now, I really won't appreciate if you ask me for teacher's handbook tomorrow. Please. This is the last day I'm giving you the handbook. Okay. Yes, I'm sharing the attendance form and feedback link. Let me share, discuss the mock evaluation first. Okay, please teachers, please go through your handbook. Handbook is your Bible. It's going to be there with you even after you are onboarded. Oh, Shehzad, I am so thankful to you. I can't thank you more. Thank you so much. So I hope this is not the old one, the handbook. This is the new one, because the new one, the links are being changed. Okay. So mock evaluations. Please don't leave the session, because I can see some of the teachers have dropped out. So mock 1 is about the senior demos. Mock 2 is junior or adult. You have to choose any of these. As you did it today, same thing you have to do in your mock evaluation also. And mock 3 will be senior demo. Okay. Now, what are the deadlines? Deadlines I'll show you. Why do we have mocks? Let's understand. First thing, you get to practice before you are onboarded, before you start taking live demos. You get a feedback from the team. Probably that feedback might help you further. And we also try to analyze the patterns, and we try to understand the support areas. And then we might, if it is not clear, the evaluation are not, you are not onboarded in the next week, probably we can find out those particular support areas and we can train you again. Right? So the deadlines for mock 1 is Friday, 7 p.m. You can start doing it from Thursday, after the training session is over, because in the training session, I am going to discuss about slot confirmation call, and that is the first question of your mock 1. If you can open it and you can see. Maximum time it will take will be 45 minutes. And where is it to be done? It is in the Willow link, and the link is already provided in your teacher's handbook. Point number F. Okay, let's talk about mock number 2. Please ignore this gray area, this box. Please ignore that. The level will be either junior or adult, as per your choice. You can choose either junior or adult. Time slots will be Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, these time slots, if I say that you have to, follow these time slots, some of you might be not available in these time slots. You have offices, you have some work as well. So in those cases, I would rather say 8 p.m. Take it as a deadline on Saturday and complete it by that. Complete your mock 2 by Saturday, 8 p.m. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mock 3, the deadline is Monday, 7 p.m. And before that, you will get one Sunday also. You can do it on Sunday. You can do it on Monday. Just make sure that you finish it before Monday, 7 p.m. Okay. And you will get your results any day on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday in the coming week. All 3. Surabhi, I just showed you. I don't understand why this confusion arises. I just showed you 3 mandatory steps. It's not 1, 3 steps mandatory. Mock 1, mock 2, mock 3. All the examinations are different. Okay.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, can I say something?
Yes.
आपको अगर दिक्कत ना हो तो मैं एक बार हिंदी में बोल लेती हूँ. Means we can understand. If you don't mind.
But we are going to take classes in English, right?
Oh, okay, no issue. No. I'm just clearing some doubt about it. So I will just think कि अगर मैं हिंदी में बोलूँगी ना तो betterly clear हो जाएंगे about the mock test.
Mock test is very clear. I think English is absolutely perfect for everyone. We are here.
Okay, so I'm just asking in English, no issue. I'm asking what I'm asking, I have got your point that what you are saying. I'm just clearing my point that there is 3 mock tests, mock 1, mock 2, and mock 3, as I'm seeing on the screen. So we have to be taking the time for mock 1 is on Friday, completing according to the time which was mentioned here. And for the mock 2, we have to be complete day, Saturday, and mock 3, we have to be complete before Monday, 7 p.m. That means on the different day, we have to be complete different mock, right?
Yes. Yes, until and unless you do not complete mock 1, you cannot go to mock 2.
Okay, so that means not in a one day we have to complete all 3. One by one we have to be complete.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
Do it at your ease. I don't want to pressurize you too much. I want you to take it as per your, yes, all are compulsory, Gyanendra. You take it as per your own comfortability, but just make sure that you are doing it before the deadline ends. Okay. There is no starting point of the time. There is an ending point. Friday end 7 p.m. Saturday, the deadline is 8 p.m. Monday, there is a deadline of 7 p.m. Before that, you can complete anytime. Okay.
So in the mock test also there the slide PPT is showing for us for presenting, or we have to be just sitting like that or presenting.
You don't have to present it. You don't have the share option there. You just have to keep one window open where your slides are open. You use slides, and in one window, your recording will go on.
Okay, so we have to be just think out that someone is presenting in front of us and we have to be just explain.
Yes, yes. You have to think that you are just doing a role play.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, all 3 mocks are mandatory, teachers. All 3, 1, 2, and 3. There is only one choice in the second mock, that is junior or adult. Yes, Shafna.
For the mock 2, like time slots are given like 3 to 5 and 6 to 8.
Yes.
You have to complete it before 8 or the timings
Complete it before 8, that will be fine. No worries.
Before 8. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Apart from mock evaluations, is it mandatory to go with video course assignment as also?
Yes.
Okay.
That's already done, no? Okay, okay, I'll share it. So teachers, number F, video course assessment should be done by the end of today. If you have not done, please do it. Video course and mock evaluation. Mock evaluation will start after tomorrow's training, not today. You won't be able to because slot confirmation you have not done, no? So slot confirmation will be done tomorrow, and then only you will be able to do your mock 1. But before that, today itself, you have to do this video course assignment. In case if you have not done, please do it today. Okay.
I have one doubt. I have done only 1 hour of my session 1. Yesterday I have done my session 2. So was my attendance marked for it?
Please, you write your question in the chat section. You're not audible. And teachers, please keep yourselves on mute. There are background noises coming. And you have to make sure that this you follow in your classes also, in your mocks also. There should be no background noises. You should be dressed formally. You should be following a particular dress code. Okay. You can have a look at this slide. Wear your formal clothing. Be well groomed, clean and well combed hair. Camera angle, it should maintain an eye contact. Your camera angle should not be like this. Okay, just looking at your eyes, so you know that, isn't it? Just make sure that your camera is covering your facial expressions and your hand gestures also. And background, make sure that it is a screen or a clean wall. Okay. Mock deadlines, I'm keeping it on the screen, and then you can raise your hands or you can write in the chat section. Attendance form I have not shared. If you want, I can share, but Shehzad has already done the needful, so I don't need to do anything. Still, it's my work. I will just share the attendance link. So here is the attendance link. Then the feedback form. Your course assignment, your Willow assignment for today. Your homework basically. And quiz, I would rather suggest don't do it. Quiz, don't. Today's attendance sheet, I sent it to Mitali by mistake. I'm so sorry. If you don't have any questions, yes, you can leave. No worries. We'll meet tomorrow again at the same time. Same link. We will complete point F before they complete. Oh, yes, before today's end. Yes. Any other question? Now you can unmute yourself and please raise your hand one by one. Otherwise, all will speak together. So, thank you so much, Shazad. Thank you, Mitali. Thank you, Kanchan. Yes, Nandita, please unmute.
Hi, I don't know, it might sound silly, but just wanted to
that's
check.
Absolutely fine. Yeah.
I just wanted to check if there is a certain kind of a script that we need to follow for the adult
demo.
Yeah, or the videos that we're going to be doing for the mock.
Mm-hmm.
So something for that. I mean, is it there on your
Are you asking about the PPT that we are going to share?
No, not PPT. Something that we can say, or some kind of script we need to follow or something.
No script. As such, no script.
So it's
whatever you have. Yes, whatever you have observed in the observation training session, you just have to frame your. So you can practice also in between.
Right. Okay, great. Thanks.
Great. Yes, Jayashree, what is your question? Yeah.
I'm asking that means very clearly. I'm just asking today's work is only have to complete the point F and nothing is there, right? Means no need to complete any mock test or anything for today.
Today, no. There is
only
no
have to complete the F.
Yes, the point number F, video course assessment. Yes.
Means in the direct way, you are the teacher and you are giving the homework. Only have to complete the F and nothing.
Yes, that is only for your practice.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Is it mandatory to do daily assignment on Willow? No, it is not mandatory, but it is necessary. It's necessary for your practice. Yes, you will have to imagine a student in front of us while giving the mocks. Yes. Thank you so much, Yuvraj. Priya, you have a question? Please unmute.
Yeah, actually, I want to know the mock 1 is also senior and mock 3 is also senior. The content is different or they both are same?
Questions are absolutely different. There are almost 13 or 18 questions in mock 1. You just need to open it. Once you open it, you will get to know. Okay. Like mock 1.
It's not like a 45-minute stretch of video I'm going to give. It's just like bits and pieces of questions will be asked.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It will
I
be
get it.
different pieces.
Yeah.
So mock 1 is the senior demo of related. And the first question, see, assume it is 3 p.m. right now. In this question, you have to call the mother and execute the slot confirmation call. Okay, so tomorrow you have the training session on slot confirmation. So that is why I said the first question itself is about slot confirmation. Camera will be off. So your camera will be off in this one. Only your audio will be recorded. Everything is given. And how many questions are there? See, 13 questions are there in mock 1. And if I go to mock 2, in case if you are choosing the adult one also has almost 18 questions or something like that. So every mock will have different questions, and it will not like at a stretch you will have to record yourself for 45 minutes. No, it won't have like that. So this is conduct a slot confirmation call with Prayas. Okay. Yeah, this is how you have to do. You have to record yourself and the recording will be done. You have to submit. There will be a submit button which will appear. Submit, and then you can go to the next question. How many questions are there? 12 questions are there in the adult demo. And in the last mock also same thing happens. Okay, great. Thank you so much, teachers. Goodbye. And thank you. Have a nice day. Tomorrow we'll meet on the same link, same time. Yeah, and tomorrow's session might be a little long because it's slot confirmation call. So stay with me. Regarding PPT, Yaduvanshi, you have a question regarding that? Oh, he has left. Thank you so much, Preeti. Thank you, everyone. Any more questions regarding the adult demo or junior demo? No one has
No,
questions.
ma'am.
Yes, Gyanendra.
Ma'am, I had completed the assignment for D1, but for D2, the link that you had shared here on the inbox, I wasn't able to open that. So, will it affect somewhere in the process?
No, it won't affect in the process, but I'm not sure why is it not opening.
D2 assignment, D3 assignment is something I'm able to open and go through.
Let me check. A2 assignment. Just check this link. Check this link if this is opening.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, it is opening now.
It's opening? Okay, great.
Okay.
You
Thank
can
you,
copy the link and keep it somewhere and write day 2 assignment.
Okay.
Great. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Let's meet tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.